Holding up my jewelry, I think of them as trophies. I remember cold nights, no lights, we ain't have no heat, no love, no one. But now they on my scroll down, begging for opportunity. Truthfully, it just won't come. What makes you think that I'ma stop now? Going for the knockout, pay attention, I'm kicking this shit like Kung Pao chicken. My vision heavy, my niggas is getting ready. There's a war approaching, bitch, I'm a soldier, I'm living steady. AK-47 strapped around my shoulder blade.
Hey yo, what's good, y'all? This is the Virgins Podcast. We back for episode 2. I got a couple guests with me here today. If y'all want to go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Who going first?
You
might as well.
I bet it's Reek. You already know. I'm back again.
My name is Chip.
Archie,
back again.
Archie wanted to wait mad long.
Back at it. I know, so I don't know what's going on.
I'm gonna take a dramatic pause here. It's cool. But nah, I go by the name of Tiz.
Yeah.
And we just here. How y'all? I mean, before we get into the topics and whatnot, just like how y'all been? Cause we ain't had an episode in a minute. So y'all good? Everybody good?
Your boy,
I'm great, man. I
Sure.
appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah, for sure. Quarantine treating everybody well.
You don't gotta sound your white voice though. You don't gotta put your white voice on. Pops, like.
Is that not my regular voice?
Nah, that's his white man voice. You don't gotta do that.
No, it isn't.
You gotta perform a little bit. You feel me?
Nah,
This is my radio TV voice.
Talk regular.
Nah,
like, regular.
This is exactly.
I got it. I'm regular. Here we go.
You feel me? Are we good now?
Yeah, we straight.
I'm good.
We
I'm
loose.
ready.
We loose.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm well. Yeah.
I'm well.
You
I'm
gassing
very
it because
well.
I'm talking the exact same way I just was on FaceTime. But nah,
I ain't talking about you, Tyler.
Oh, I thought you was talking about me. This whole time I thought you was talking about me.
Nah, you
No.
I'm going off over here. Nobody want to tell me you're not even talking about me. That's crazy.
Yeah, no, it was fun. I felt good that way. Y'all didn't know it was me he was talking about.
Yeah, no, I thought you were good. I thought you were straight.
Yeah, so I was just running with it.
That's because y'all don't know. That's his white man voice. That's what I'm saying.
That's the corporate tone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the corporate voice right there.
Nah,
That's how you get along.
That's how you get along.
Yeah, that's when I go in. I got to talk to them people. I got to do some stuff.
Nah, I
get
feel
in front
you.
of people.
I got the same thing. I know exactly what you're talking about. But nah, that's good. What y'all trying to get into first? We got mad topics, so we probably gonna be all over the place, but it'll be fun.
My fault. I was lighting up. You know, I can't talk and smoke at the same time. It's hard.
But nah, you straight.
Yeah,
I gotta pull the
multitask,
list up. So I mean, we can start right at the top. I don't know if everybody's familiar with the Tory and Meg situation.
That whole John crazy.
It's wild, right? So
Tory a hoe, for real.
First, before that though, I want to ask you, how did you feel before she came out and said it?
He was a bitch.
Like you thought he did it the whole time.
No, not even that he did the whole time. The fact that the whole walking away thing, even before that, you were a grown man. Why you shooting this girl for?
Because
that shows you
He's really
exactly.
He is
That
really
shows you a little man complex.
Yeah.
And I felt like he
know,
was asking to hit, and she said no.
That's nuts, yo.
Yeah.
That's I mean, it's nuts for every reason, but that's like a super nuts reason to do something like that.
Nah,
like
I think that the dude has. See, I mean, a lot of times, man, we look at because the only interaction we have with people, with these entertainers, rappers, is through their music and whatever Instagram or whatever packaged presentation they give us, right?
Facts.
But a lot of those dudes give clues to who they are in their actions, and I think that kind of action shows a lot about who that dude is. I mean, we see the videos and all that stuff, but that's an insecure little dude.
Yeah. Facts. And I feel like a lot of people be forgetting that they still people, you know what I'm saying? Like, even though they celebrities, they still do dumb shit like this.
Yeah.
Like,
And that's what I'm saying. He insecure. He 5 foot nothing.
Yeah.
Probably weigh $130.
Yeah.
He asked to hit. She was like, "Nigga, you can't even hop on me. You can't reach my waist. Get out of here." And pushed him away. He was like, "Word." and shot her.
Bye-bye.
You know what?
Sheesh.
I think it may have been even worse than that on some punk stuff though. I think that maybe her burn is a little brighter than his burn. Like maybe she got a little more attention than he did.
Like she more like celebrity wise, you mean? Like
Yeah.
that's
If
That makes
that's the
crazy.
sense on
case,
some real petty stuff.
I didn't
you
even look
really
at
a
it like
hoe.
that. Yeah, that
Yeah,
makes it
because
worse.
think about it. I mean, I'm figuring her and Kylie had to have been talking about the video.
Do we think
'Cause
Kylie was
you
the
know,
other girl in the car?
Nah, it was her
Okay.
friend, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, they had to have shown the video at the party.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know, everybody was
okay.
talking about that.
Mm-hmm.
They breaking the internet,
I can see that.
and what's he doing? So imagine the burn she got from just the regular people that are at the party,
Mm-hmm.
let alone the industry people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So now
because
you get in the car and you out there in this nigga face, that nigga
You
face,
feeling a type of way.
and
it wasn't released yet at the time, so definitely you showing a sneak peek. If both of y'all in the video, and it's supposed to be your party, if it was his party, I don't know if it was his party, but if he was hosting it, he took
I
all
think
my
it was
shine.
Kylie's
Are you
party,
talking about
right?
the swimming video?
Nah, the
The
WAP
WAP.
John.
Yeah.
Oh, the music video. Got you.
Yeah, because that came out like a week or two after.
After,
I
yeah.
felt like.
That was after.
Yeah,
But
so it was already
they got
done.
the final cut.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they had the joint. They had to be talking about it because I mean they both at the party. Yo, the video was live. Yeah, I know they showing it.
Yeah, facts. Had to be.
And just for a dude, like the crazy thing, man, about being a guy is like for as much attention as we get from women for whatever position we may be in, you could be a baller, rich nigga, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Can I say nigga? I'm sorry.
Yeah. You can say whatever.
a rich dude or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But the burn a chick will get is 10 times that because she's getting it from dudes that's under you and over you.
Facts. That's super
And
facts.
that's some ego crushing stuff when you walk in the room and you already,
5'3".
everybody. Yeah, you literally at niggas' waist.
That's
you know
crazy,
what I mean?
yeah. That's really
So you
crazy.
around here looking at dinglings all day,
Yeah.
and they all in her face. You know what I mean?
Nah, that's facts,
Niggas that got more than you. Yeah. So the only way you even that playing field is you get primal. You know what I mean? You get in the car, start running your mouth. I got a gun, and then you could tell he ain't want to shoot. I mean, just me knowing niggas, just being my life and my experience knowing dudes, right? I can tell what happened.
Mm-hmm.
He was mad. She was talking trash. The nigga pulled the gun out and shot the ground.
Yeah.
And thought he was shooting at the ground and ended up hitting her too.
And it's
on the
dark
second
out.
shot.
It's nighttime, so it's like yeah.
And she got big feet.
Yeah. yeah.
Yo,
you know what I mean? When
But
as soon as
listen
it
to this,
happened,
Meg. I love you. All right.
That's
Yeah,
so corny to me though. Like you pull out a gun on shore, I guess you trying to scare. Like what you trying to show though? You trying to say that like, oh, does that prove I'm this big nigga? Like, so I can shoot a gun? Like, what is that? I don't know.
For niggas who ain't really lived in no real conflict, right? See, so we look at a lot of these dudes, man, a lot like just as an example, a cat like Lil Wayne, and he running like he tough, right?
Yeah.
Yo, you've been a rapper since you was 12. Who you knock out?
Facts.
A nigga in the third grade?
That's true.
Come on, man.
That's facts.
You know what I mean?
That's funny.
That's what dudes live on the reputations they build in high school.
Yeah.
I knew a cat, man, knocked everybody out like while we were in elementary school, right? And then when we got older, we in our 20s and 30s, I see the same dude and young dudes is pressing it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, but this nigga was knocking niggas out. Yeah, kids.
Yo, that's nuts. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's insane. Nah, that's facts though. I'm really glad you said that because honestly, that's like a perspective I ain't even really thought about it like that. Like, yeah, obviously I was thinking like, yeah, Tory Short or whatever, he got the little man complex, but I wasn't even thinking like, oh yeah, some people really have been rich for. It's almost like the money and the fame and all that takes you out of the context of like real life type shit.
Yeah,
which is
everything is they get handled, man. All them people. Can you imagine going to like? Just as a throwing it out there. I'm not name dropping or anything like that, but I film stuff. I'm filming things. I film concerts and stuff, so I'm backstage a lot, right? And I went to some parties and I filmed in some VIPs. And the craziest thing to me, like the first thing that really got me is that everybody. Well, I'm gonna say everybody. 90% of the people on TV are little, right? And I'm
Yeah.
not a big nigga. I'm like 6 foot.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm
Towering.
everybody's 5'7" to 5'8". You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And under.
Mm-hmm.
So that was, that was shocking.
Mm-hmm.
But then the level of handling that these people get,
Yeah.
right? Because like nobody, there's no real. They don't have They not with their cousin they grew up with. They not with they best friends. Like they with
Other industry
industry
people.
people.
Yeah.
And they blowing smoke all day, right? So you
Yeah.
don't, you're not seeing. You see the hood with bodyguards
Yeah.
when you giving out, turkeys at Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
So that stuff, real life, they start to believe the song. You believe the life that you create,
Yeah. That's
right?
facts. That's facts.
And for a dude like that, I mean, as soon as it happened, I knew that's what can you tell? No, but for me, in my mind, that's
why
how it
he did
happened.
it.
This motherfucker was at the party. I know niggas was at her, and I
Yeah.
know she was half dressed. I saw the dress she had on.
Yeah.
Right.
She had
So I know
she had a bikini on. Yeah, for real.
yeah. So like I know me as a man, I'm not too happy. I don't want niggas looking at my woman like that.
Yeah.
So I can only imagine what kind of attention, she get niggas hugging her, grabbing her butt, and then she out there shaking her butt. I know she doing it. That's what she do.
I just feel like
And then you a little dude.
I just feel like if that's your situation, you gotta know it going into that. Like you gotta know you messing with Meg. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta know, I guess, what come with it. You can't be that sensitive about it, I guess.
But my thing is, how can you get sensitive about it in the first place?
What you mean?
Because they sensitive.
Yeah.
Like why is her getting attention from her doing her thing, her shaking, her even talking to people, her conversing?
No, so in
why,
my mind,
why is
they're
that
together.
affecting you?
In my mind, they're a couple. That's how I'm thinking about it.
Okay.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, I think they were actually like dating or whatever. So it's like he must also be insecure about like it's his girl getting attention from. But that's what I'm saying. Like you gotta, if your girl's Meg, you can't be what's the word, insecure. Like and going to.
Can you though?
You can't.
Can
honestly.
you stop being a man?
It's gonna be hard, but you have to understand that's her persona.
Yeah, like you can't go for her if you think that's not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna happen. I think regardless of the dude, even if he's not a short dude. Yeah.
You know what, man? I mean, I look at stuff like Halle Berry from my generation was like the baddest chick ever to walk the earth, right? And niggas beat her up, and I don't think them niggas was beating her up because she didn't make pancakes. You know what I mean? They's probably beating her up because of other niggas.
Facts, yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Like she said, somebody busted her eardrum. It's supposed to be like Wesley Snipes or something.
Jesus
and David
Christ.
Justice beat her. Like, yo, them niggas. And
I feel like you have to have an equal amount of stardom, I guess, of celebrity, whatever you call it, I guess, to even deal with that. Then,
even
if
then,
you have a fragile ego.
Even then, to what Chip is saying, I think a lot of artists specifically, I won't even say all celebrities, but I'll say artists specifically, they be sensitive. Like just to their character, like to their core, they be sensitive.
Oh my God.
Yes, Wale is always crying about something. And it's like,
I love Wale, but man.
I do, but he's always complaining. Like, yo, the other day I saw him, and this is mad off topic, but F it. The other day I saw him tweet something like, he was basically complaining about somebody not posting him, but posting everybody but him. Like, bruh, you a grown man. What are you talking about?
Yo, but see, that's what I'm saying, man. Like,
you have your fan base already.
Yeah, like, why do you care if somebody's not posting you as much as somebody else? Like, why are you wasting your time?
Because human. They're human, and jealousy is a son of, like, yo, think about the success that dude had, right?
Yeah.
Like, you come out the box. Like, sometimes, they always say, like, if you don't want your first thing to be the best thing ever, because where can you go from there?
Facts.
Right? And this nigga he had Lady Gaga on his joint. Blew the fuck up. Right? Yo, yeah, everybody was DC chilling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, facts. But I think,
and now
I think arguably he's bigger now though. I think his fan base has grown probably.
Yeah, but see, it's not, that's the difference. Like what Chris Rock said, that there's there's two types of funny. You know what I mean? There's black people funny and white people funny.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wale, he might have gotten a bigger. I won't even call it black or white. I'll say he got a bigger street following, but the economics didn't follow it. Meek Mills didn't do half of what he did, but look what Meek is.
Do we think Wale is not financially super successful though? Or is he just doing this for attention? I think he's just doing this for attention. I think financially he's set, his kids are set, everybody's set. I think he just wants attention. Yes.
And that's what it is. I think his ego, he wants his ego stroked a little bit sometimes too much for him.
He wants to be in the media.
He wants everybody to talk about him, but yo, for what?
Yeah, why do you care? Like it.
Well, all right, now question though.
And he gets mad when people talk about it bad too. Oh, I try hard on that. Like nigga, people not gonna like your stuff.
Yeah, you're gonna have people who hate you. Period.
I got a question for y'all. Right now, being comfortable, like if you're in a room, do y'all remember the Kevin Hart joke when he went out? He said he went out with Shaq and them or somebody, and he was like, "Well, look, my check-ins and my savings."
Oh yeah,
my checks.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Wale is in that position.
Wait,
right?
hold up.
Horrible.
Sorry, back. I don't get the joke. I missed it.
You know, they like asked him to pay or something like that. He's like, the way my check-ins account work is like I don't get like he's like I said my savings account is like I gotta transfer it over. It take like 2 days.
Like he ain't got. They don't have the same money.
Right.
So like, Wale go buy a Ferrari after you talk to your accountant money, right?
Hold on, not to cut you off. My fault.
No, go ahead.
To go to your point, because I had to Google it. His net worth is $4 million.
Ooh, see, yeah,
that's a lot of money though.
It's
I don't know. It's not a lot for like what he is though.
For Wale, that's not
a lot.
But my thing though is I don't think there's that, and I mean obviously I'm not in the industry, but this is just what I hear from everywhere is that there's not a lot of money in music, period. So you have to take what you get from that and invest it in other things. So I don't know that that's on people not posting him. You know what I mean?
Oh no, I agree with that. That's his own thing. But the fact that he should have more money because Meek is worth 14.
But you gotta ask yourself why though. I doubt that 14 is just from music. I could be wrong, but
that shows. Like, see, Meek was on tour with headlining. Well, not even headlining. He was going on tour with Jay-Z and Wale is still doing college tours.
That's true.
That's the difference in getting $30,000, for a night, and somebody getting $500,000.
That's true.
Well, you're backing.
You got a guy like Tekashi coming out a year and just crushing the game.
Yeah. But
so if you're a dude that thinks that and Wale, it's you know what I mean. You got to really look at the company you keep, right?
Yeah.
So if he going out with Rick Ross and with dudes who got 9 figures.
Mm-hmm.
And you the only dude that don't have 9 figures. I was watching the other night the Rough Rider thing, and they were talking about DMX and what happened with them, DMX and Rough Rider.
Yeah.
And DMX was like, when he started, they promised him a part of the company because he was the only artist they had. Right. That dude did 2. He's the only artist ever to have 2 #1 albums in the same year.
Yeah.
He built that company,
right,
and now those dudes are worth hundreds of millions. And when you're not sitting there, you know what I mean. You're not sitting at the same place.
Yeah.
And for me, just saying like about Wale, that it's the attention in the sense that that's how they monetized it now.
Yeah, that's true.
That's literally dollars,
I see
and you
that.
got a guy. You're on the same team as a dude that came in after you.
I see that.
It's like being Scottie Pippen, and they bring Tony Kukoc in, and he's making $10 million more than you.
Yeah. I see that. So let me ask this: why, or do we know of a reason, or why do we think that he gets treated like that? Why him specifically?
I have a theory.
Yeah.
I think it's because his style of music.
Wait, but hold up.
He has that
because I know what you're about to say, and I can name people who do numbers that make that same style of music.
But look, I got you.
All right.
He had his style of music was soulful as well. He used go-go, and go-go is not really popular among the mainstream. So he tried to make it popular. The reason why I say that I heard him is because he went to MMG. That's not a place he could thrive at, honestly.
Because
I don't think he could thrive there. It was Rick Ross, me. Like that whole image was not him. He's a guy that's like a down to earth person. Those are like thug dudes, I guess you want to quote. I guess.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
You want to say that.
I see what
So
you're saying.
he wasn't able to thrive really because they could push Meek further because this is our label. This is how we do. This is our image.
He fits on songs with Ross. Like they fit well together. It's easy to promote them. All that type of shit.
Wale only good audience. Only good in the ear for real.
Yeah.
And image wise, in person, I can't really walk around with you. But on this track, I need you.
Yeah. He not cool. I mean, like that's kind of like he's not like definitely a rapper's rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not like the image of that.
Yeah.
Like. And that hurt him a lot. I feel like because going there, I was confused why he went there in the first place.
Yeah.
But when he signed,
you know what, man? When you say that, that really, because I never thought about it like that either. Just for me, it felt like once he went there, he stopped. You know what I mean?
That's facts. And I'm not gonna lie, maybe it was just because I was too young, like I didn't catch it at first. But I just liked the move, like I just because I liked him, Ross, and Meek Mill. That I was just like, oh shoot, they all coming together.
Like, to the ear, it's good. Like on the track, that's great. But as out in the world, they look corny together. Like he got this one looking dude with a scarf around his head and stuff. We don't want you.
That's true.
And so, you know what? He's like having if you the Patriots with Tom Brady, right? You already got Tom Brady. It's like having Aaron Rodgers on your bench. I mean, it sounds good if you need him, but is it ever going to be necessary?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? And then Meek just fits with what they were doing.
Yeah.
Then he took off from there. Now he with Jay-Z. So.
Word! I didn't even know. I missed that.
Yeah, I think they have a partnership or something. Let me
see. I feel like Wale and Cole need to be on a label together.
Yeah,
that would be cool.
They would fit, I think, very well. Because that was going to be my example. I was going to say Cole is kind of that same lane, and he's 10 times bigger than Wale. Like, Cole is almost pop. Cole is borderline.
You know
pop.
what? Yeah, there you go. You know what? Cole came in with the cosign.
The right people from Jay-Z.
The biggest dude. You know, biggest nigga in the room.
That's facts.
Hey, this is gonna be the next one.
That's facts.
And that helps because like you said, bring it back to Meek. He was on Jay-Z's coattails.
Yeah.
For real. Yeah. Like the crazy thing, like people don't like. I literally was at when he talked, you know, in the joint where he rap about the helicopter landing on the football field. He signed with Rick Ross.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was at Dell State.
Word?
Like I was. Yeah, I was in the gym. I was in the gym playing 21 with him, all of them.
Oh, that's nuts.
Right?
He's dropping a bomb.
Yeah, because like that, and I say that to say the bigger point. He had been at Dell State for probably 6 months. He did a show there, and there was probably 15 people in the room.
Dang. That's crazy.
Like 15 people.
So this was before he was like.
Yes,
lit.
Yeah. When he signed, this is right when he literally that joint when the helicopter landed on the football field.
Yeah.
Rick Ross was doing the show. It was Rick Ross. I think Fabulous was there. I forget who else, but Meek Mills was there too. Yeah. Charlie Mack brought Meek Mills in the helicopter, and they signed there. They went from there to Maryland,
and then he's covering it up now. He did it again with Nicki when he came back to Dell State again.
Yeah.
So now he used that story.
Wait, Nicki was at Dell State too?
Yeah, he came for homecoming.
Mm-hmm.
He surprised everybody when they was dating.
I remember that. Yeah. Dang, that's crazy.
So like that dude, you know, he got plucked, but I saw him when people weren't coming to see him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Rose Red, man. I heard Rose Red so much, it was like, oh my god! Because like I said, I was filming all that stuff.
Yeah.
We played that though. That joint was hard.
Hey,
It is. Oh, yo, I'm saying no. Like the first month I heard it, I was like, oh my god, where isn't this nigga? This thing is hot.
This
Why
is
ain't nobody
fire.
listening to it?
Rose
Yeah.
But
Red
then
in my
after listening
diamond
to it for
blue.
3 months,
Keep it down, chick, like
Yeah.
5 times 2.
yeah, like he was. But yo, like look at that. You know what I mean? So I think a lot of that, man. You know, the internet has the explosion of social media, right? So I bet you can probably look at Wale's the beginning of his career and Meek Mill's career and track Facebook and Twitter,
Yeah.
and you'll see that. Then also, if you look at the Migos and Instagram
Yeah.
with the growth of that,
Yeah.
right? So a lot of dudes, like, it's not even about talent anymore.
Yo, that's what I be telling ATG.
Definitely now.
Hold up. This when he listens back to this is what I be telling Joey. I be telling him, yo, it's about the socials and the like. You gotta connect on Instagram with Matt. You gotta get your Instagram popping. You gotta get your Twitter popping. Like, you gotta be on the socials. That's almost more important than the music itself. Like, yeah, you gotta have a good song to go with it, but at the end of the day, the good song don't matter if nobody hears it. So it's like you gotta just connect with as many people through social media as possible. And it's like,
go look at the freshman class. That 24 karat nigga. Who is he?
I don't know. I think he's a plant, actually.
Yeah.
But we'll
Talking about that dude who was like rapping about like random stuff.
I think he's a plant.
XXL.
Yeah.
It's
I think
trash.
Yeah, that was terrible.
I think he's
Who is he? I didn't remember that.
24K
You
Golden.
don't want to know. Don't worry about it.
He's not even really like rap. He's more. He sounds more.
I
Pop
don't even.
to
think,
me.
I'm about to say I don't even think he said words.
He sounds
in
more
the
pop.
XXL.
He's trash. Don't worry about him. He's poop.
Yeah.
I didn't even listen to his freestyle. I gotta listen to that.
He's
That's
gold.
like the worst one.
Gold.
But now, like, what do you do? What do you do? What do you do for that? Right? Like, we live in a time where the most viewed song was at one point was that joint about the fox or something. What the fox say?
I know what you're
Right?
talking. Yeah.
Right? And right now, I bet you any one of those rappers would kill for the views from Baby Shark.
Oh my god! What? Oh my god!
Right?
Yeah.
Did we play that song?
No, we did not play
what the
Baby
fox say?
Shark. Oh,
I'm about to
what
say
the
I don't
fox?
remember.
No, what the fox said.
Oh, I think we did.
Yeah,
we did.
right. So I like, it's not even like, but how do you get to a place where, because all right, the craziest thing is like in my lifetime, I've gone from I've been able to see where, just speaking musically, where categories of music, although they were usually based on some racial demographic or racial and always age demographic, but
Trash
they were
flows.
based on race, right?
Don't forget trash flows.
Yeah, no, hold on. Yeah, no, they're not. But there used to be, there was R&B, there was rock, and there was popular music, right? So pop music is the music that is most popular.
Facts.
For now, and in y'all's generation, in y'all's lifetime, what has happened is what used to be rap music has now become popular music. Because popular music is only called popular music because the majority of people listen to it. We just shortened it to pop.
Let me hop in real quick though. I do think it's not good to. I do think those two things should be separated, because I think at some point, and I have no idea when, I think the word pop itself got kind of separated from popular music, and it got an actual, because of the music that was popular for so long. I think a certain sound got attached to the word pop. So I think we just gotta be careful when we talking about pop versus popular music, because I think right now rap is the most popular music, but I don't call rap pop. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, but see, that's the thing. There is no more. Well, that's pop, right? Because that rap is pop,
right?
I mean,
like,
that's
pop
what
became its own genre. That's crazy.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
And like rap got taken over, because now as long as you put 808s in it, it's rap. So that's why all these people like I don't like.
I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true.
That's definitely true.
Nah, because like
if you look on YouTube now and look up rap, it's a bunch of it's gonna sound racist, but a bunch of little white kids, because they got that 808 or some kind of bass line, they categorize as hip hop.
I think it's what they're doing though, because I do count like Because would you call
Because
like
Post
Trippy?
Malone's hip hop. I
Would you
don't
call?
like him.
I was gonna say, would you call like Trippy a rapper? Would you call like Juice a rapper? Like
Yes,
the
they
melodic
would.
Lil Yachty, like the melodic newer dudes.
I wouldn't call Yachty
Well, see
one.
that that's
I'm
He's
about to say I
trash.
would definitely categorize Juice as a rapper.
But Juice and
yeah,
Trippy, they can actually rap, but like their
yeah,
style is melodic rap.
Right. And
yeah.
so no, my point in that is I think those white kids that you're finding when you look up rap, yeah, it's not good, but I think because they're trying to go after that same thing that like Yachty, Trippy, Juice, they're trying to go after what they're doing, that's what makes it rap. I don't think it's what they're actually doing. I think it's more like what they're trying to make. You know what I'm saying?
I get it, but then that doesn't make it right for me.
I
Yeah.
mean, I don't know.
think
I don't know if it's right or not, but nobody gonna tell them what not to post. You know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna
No,
put
I'm
it.
not. No, I'm not saying it's right for them to do it. No,
Yeah.
they can do what they want. I'm saying I don't think it's right to categorize with that because even in itself, they made the song and it's still not hip hop vibe. All the vibe it is. The reason why you give it hip hop vibe is because it has a bass line.
Yeah. No, I agree.
okay. Now, okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Wait, real quick
Yeah.
though.
Now,
Real quick though. What I'm saying is, it's not. It's them who categorizes it. That's the only thing that I'm saying. Like, usually it's the person who makes the song that says it's rap. That's all I was saying.
No, and that's what I'm talking about for the grand scheme, like for the Grammys and like that. The songs they put as in for hip hop and like that. For
No,
how
that's
they
what I'm saying.
categorize music.
They do it based on what the artist says it is. You know what I'm saying?
well, I
the
mean,
Grammys are
kind
their
of.
own.
Yeah, they decide because
Oh, do
what
they?
about Nas X, Little Nas X?
You're right. That's a good point.
It's-
I'm wrong. You're right.
They had to force them to be accepted in the country
You're
because they
right.
wasn't
You're right.
trying to make them country.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
See, so like that's like what that's the thing. That's what I'm saying, right? All of this, and
Hold
the
on,
reason that these
my
lines. Go
fault
ahead.
to cut you off again. And the only reason they made it country because they put a country dude on it.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Just like
And
just because I put a hip hop beat
I
on
think
it,
that
it's
was
not
low
hip
key
hop.
some racist type shit, but that's a whole other conversation.
It's not low key at all. It's
not,
high key racist.
That's a whole other
Yeah,
conversation.
it's on the table, letting you know this is what it
We
is,
don't fuck
right?
with y'all.
So like, yeah,
Country is
now
our
this
shit.
is
That's what they're saying.
like yeah, and see, like this is the crazy thing, right? About and this is what's happening with the internet, and some of the stuff. Don't get me wrong. Like, I mean, I know sometimes I'm gonna sound like the old man in his yard saying, "Get off my lawn," right?
Yeah.
And it's not my intention. It's just generational because at some point you guys are going to get to a point where you're going to sound like, "Oh,
Facts.
get off my lawn."
Right.
But that's not what's really going through your head. What is going through your head is like, I've been able to reflect over half of my life, and that half of my life has been an adult life,
Mm.
right? So if you take a 20-year-old and they reflect on their life, they're only reflecting from when they were 10
Right.
to 20.
Right.
I'm reflecting 25, 30, 40.
Right.
Right. So I've been able to see like how different it was when I wasn't here and how it's changing now. Right. And you guys are right here at the age you are. You guys are at a very important point in the arc of life. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because all of these things that didn't exist, that exist now, right? When they were being created, nobody ever knew what the damage would be, right? Because you only see the benefit in it,
Right.
right? So when they were sitting down and they were saying, let's create this thing where we can all talk to each other, it sounds great, right?
Yeah.
But then it's the door for other stuff,
Yeah. There's pros and cons to everything.
right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So in music, what has happened is those blending of the lines, right? Because see, what we call pop, like the industry popular is what's popular.
Right. Right.
Right. So their categories, and that's the award shows. Their categories are static.
Yeah.
They're set. This is what it is.
Right.
The reason you don't hear a lot of pop anymore, or what used to be called even Britney Spears, right? Britney Spears, I would call her and Christina Aguilera and all them. I would call that fusion.
Yeah.
Because those were R&B and hip hop beats.
Yeah.
Sung on.
Right.
Right. So the reason you don't hear, that is popular is because, rap, what they have created as what they have now deemed as rap has taken the position of popular.
Do they still have the on like the Grammys, for example? Do they still have the pop category? Like, I don't actually know because I don't be watching.
I
the
don't even
Grammys,
know.
but-
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't. You say that's what I don't even hear about it
yeah,
because like rap is just taking over, and then
as it
once you
should.
become popular music, right? That's where when I look at hip hop,
I'm looking
right?
it
If
up
I look
now.
at hip hop as a person, hip hop to me would be my little sister. You know what I mean, or my little brother,
Mhm.
because it was born after me,
Yep, they got a whole pop
Right.
section.
right? So yeah, all right, yes, I even know. So as hip hop grew, and once it became popular, it changed, right? Because it went from like hip hop had a uniform, like it was a lifestyle
Right.
for real. Like it started as beat. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it was expression. It was this is culture.
Yeah.
It was culture, right? And then as it moved toward popular, yo man,
Other people
that's
get
when
involved
fashion. Yeah,
and they mix in their own. You know, they put their own thing into the pot, and then it starts blending and starts
So can we talk
becoming
about
a
the
little bit
evolution of
different.
hip hop then?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's good.
Let's talk about
Yeah,
that right now then. The evolution
yeah,
of hip hop.
Wait, say that again.
yeah.
Oh,
Can
the
you imagine?
evolution of hip hop. Oh shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Can you
shoot.
imagine taking the Migos, right? Let's say you took the Migos, right,
Let's
and
start
put
Wait,
from
them
the
wait,
on the
top.
wait.
stage.
Before you go, I just
We
want
gotta
to
start.
ask you: do you like the Migos? I just really want to know.
I mean, I think they are. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. They're rhythmic,
Okay. Like you fuck
right?
with the
Like some
flow
stuff.
and stuff like that.
Not even. I don't even know what they be saying sometimes. I mean, like I love the fact that he was when he said it. It really made me think, and not in the Dave Chappelle made me think kind of sense, but in the
Yeah.
are these niggas crazy? How you cook dope in a crock pot? Were you slow cooking cocaine? How long you got to
Oh,
wait?
I see what you're
Crack got to
saying.
sell.
I see what
You
you're
know what I mean?
saying. Yeah,
Niggas need their
yeah,
dope. What you waiting on?
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, right. So like that,
That
you
should
know, that
sound
was
good though.
yes, it sounded
That
good.
should
Cooking up
sound
dope
good.
in a crock pot, and I'm like, this nigga, did he say a crock pot?
He said a crock pot.
Yeah,
But that's the only
right.
type of
So
pot that was gonna fit there, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah, yeah. So like that's crazy. I enjoyed that, but like I wouldn't say I dislike or like them.
Yeah,
I don't really listen to them a lot. I
got
mean,
you.
instead of if it's not if something Tyrika Tevin sends me,
Got
but
you.
I definitely won't go seek them out. It's not something they have to do something to gain my attention.
Got you.
So
Okay.
So
I was curious.
how did we get to that point of cooking dope in a crock pot?
yeah, like I mean, yeah, because it became popular music,
Because it
right?
makes money.
Because like I said, yeah, imagine taking all right. Let's take the Migos from
I'm
the
telling you,
stage
we
and
gotta
put them
start
on
at
the
the
stage
top.
in 1984, right?
hmm
And then take Dougie Fresh and Slick Rick and put them on the stage in 2020. Now, one of them is gonna rock the crowd. And I'm saying at their same age, at 20, each of them are 20.
Wait, sorry. Who was the first person? Dougie Fresh and who else?
Slick Rick.
Oh, okay, Slick Rick. Got you.
Or yeah, we just taking them two dudes.
Got you.
We could pick anybody, but I'm saying, they just popped in my head
No,
because 84.
I just didn't hear the first
Yeah.
person.
So take 20-year-old, oh no, even better. Hold on, I got one better. Eric B and Rakim. We're gonna take 20-year-old Eric B and Rakim, put them on the stage in 2020, take the Migos and put them on the stage in 80.
You cut out.
What do you think happened?
Okay.
You bet, because I missed the last part.
Yeah, you
I
cut.
said if you switch them, what happens? What do you think? Like Eric B, I feel like Rakim in 2020 would rock a crowd. He'd kill a room.
I feel like
put the
In
Migos-
2020?
I
Yes.
feel like be neutral. I feel like both would do bad.
No.
Yeah, because there's less people that know the artist.
Yeah, I'm saying, but just them at that song. Let's take that song. Take Eric B for President or Rakim. Y'all know that song?
If I heard it, probably.
I
I'm not
came
gonna
in the
lie.
door. I came in the door. I said it before.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
never
yeah,
let
yeah.
the mic magnetize me. All
I
right,
know
take that song and play that now, and then take the Migos cooking up dope in the crock pot, whatever the song that was, and play that at 84.
Bad and bougie.
Yeah, Bad and Bougie. There
But
you
nah,
go.
hold up.
Bad and Bougie.
I think you're right. Rakim Jones is gonna slap harder, but I think it's because it's a classic song. Like I reckon, like me being a millennial, I recognize that song still, and like I would probably move to that at a concert just because I know it from hearing it around the crib when I was little. But like nobody in '84 ever heard Bad and Bougie. They're gonna be like, what is this?
Both sounds are foreign. Like both times is new sound for each.
If it's new for each, then I think it's a different conversation.
All right, and then what I'm really getting at is what the Migos do, the way they rap would not hold up in '84 to the rap that was in '84.
Is that just because they're not used to it though?
The flows and the metaphors, and I mean their metaphors ain't even like that. I don't think they're great rhymers.
I'm not gonna hold you. I think Quavo can't really rap like that. Quavo the hook nigga. Takeoff and Offset can actually rap though. Like they really be saying like got good wordplay and all that type shit. So I can't just say
I give you Offset. He's all right. I give you Offset.
This is why I'm telling y'all we gotta go from the top.
Yeah.
Because we gotta break it down why each thing is different. Because Sugar Hill Gang, whatever they did, them niggas trash. But they was loved, like beloved. And I don't think the first rap group.
They were the first commercial rap group. They were the first rappers to have albums out.
So who the first?
You had Busy B, Cool Roski, the Treacherous 3, Kool Moe Dee. Like you got to go back.
Rap like this.
Those dudes
goes to the stove and take a piss. Hey.
Nah, no, they didn't. Nah.
You got kind of compare it with the time though.
Busy B didn't. Busy B was like he was Busy B. He was a little quick rapper. I mean, you got like a lot of those were kind of the first dudes.
Yeah.
And then the first recognized rap I would probably say was Curtis Blow.
Mm-hmm.
And then Kool Moe Dee left the Treacherous 3, and then he was Kool Moe Dee. But Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5, Melly Mel.
So that's the jungle. So let's start there then.
Okay, the jungle.
I got a real good point on this too.
That's about cracking all that. Let's start with that one.
Okay. Hello.
I heard. Y'all good?
Yeah, we straight.
I heard some cracking stuff.
Somebody hit that mic or something, probably.
See, at a point though.
Who, me?
Yeah, you said you had a point about it.
I kind of forgot it now. I'm not even gonna hold you.
Oh, all right. So we go Grandmaster Flash, Furious 5, the jungle. All right.
Mm-hmm.
The flow is awful. To be honest, the message.
I remembered it, but you keep going. I'll bring it up later.
If it's to this, go ahead. You got it.
I was just gonna say, I think the main thing that we gotta take into account with the whole difference in generation thing argument is that I feel like just the pure simple fact that there was way less tools back in the day, right? So like today, anybody can learn how to rap and anybody can make a rap just because it's so easy to see rappers every day and access rappers and access, videos on how to rap. That I think back in the day, rap was so much more like novel, like it wasn't just something anybody could do. I think even though it was mad simple back then, like the bars were mad simple and the flows were mad simple, like it was still stand out and it was still like, it wasn't something anybody could do at that time. But I just think like the internet and social media and all that stuff made it so that, I don't know, there's a lot more layers to rap now.
Oh yeah, and I get what you're saying, definitely. But I'm going from the standpoint of the fact that how I'm looking at the evolution of rap, like I'm going through how the flows evolved, and the content, and so, like, yes, now, if like anybody can rap, and it feels like that way, but for real, anybody can rap. It still has that. It still has that.
I'm talking on a basic level, like a basic.
On a basic level,
anybody can hit record on a computer and put some rhymes over a beat.
Okay,
and it sounds like you're rapping. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But not everybody can rap, like make a song, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, like back
Definitely.
then, they were making songs from literal records.
Yeah,
Stetson Sonic was the first. Like they had live bands. Stetson Sonic had a band,
yeah,
but
exactly.
they were making songs from
Like
records,
that's a
right?
skill
So
set like that. Not everybody
yeah,
could
you didn't
just.
have a drum machine,
Yeah.
and like the crazy thing when you said it when you were talking about that, Tyler. What I thought about is like when I was watching that Rough Rider thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they were talking about one song. I think it was dang. I don't. It might have been either Rough Rider anthem or something.
Mm-hmm.
But what it was is Irv Gotti, like the song was made from old raps that DMX had done, and he just pulled line from line. He pulled lines and put them on the beat.
Mm.
So that's not like listening to the record, writing to the. He
Right.
literally, he said, I took, he said I already knew his rap, so I took this line, just put it here, put this here, put this here.
Right.
So now, after he's done that, now it becomes a rap, but
Right.
it wasn't written that way.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I guess, yeah, like you were saying, I guess, yeah, the tools allow, if you're a good producer, you can do anything.
Not even a
The
good
tools,
not even a
the
good
tools
producer.
allow
You can
innovation.
you
Yes.
can download a
Yeah,
beat and just record your voice over it and hit
yeah,
save. Like it's
Yeah.
yeah,
that easy.
yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
disagreeing with that. The tools definitely allow for far more innovation within rap hip hop culture.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to like, get down to the nitty gritty, the actual, just the root of hip hop. I'm gonna
No,
talk
I feel
about.
you.
okay.
I wasn't
I
like
want to talk
debate.
about the
I wasn't like
actual.
debating you. I just wanted to
Yeah,
make that
Oh no,
point.
no,
Yeah.
no. 'Cause it's a great point because it is one that had to be made because now it is.
yeah,
It's not. It's no. It's no wow factor in hip hop now. It's just
yeah,
Yeah.
anybody's trying to do it.
Right.
yeah.
You don't.
And now we're drilling down to a place where we can actually start to have a discussion. Because, like, I mean, it was too broad.
Yeah.
And now that you've done that, it made me think of something else.
Yeah.
Okay, then I would break rap down into halves. I would go pre-censorship and post-censorship,
Ooh.
Okay.
right? Because,
Tell me
see,
more.
a lot of stuff, before you could curse on a record, it's not that you couldn't say what this dude was saying. You had to find another way to say it.
Wait, you could not curse on records?
Yeah,
That was a
no.
thing at a point?
Yeah, Luke, the Two Live Crew, they were the first ones to be able to curse on record. They got sued. They went to court,
Oh
Supreme
dang.
Court.
I ain't
That's why they used to have explicit lyrics tags.
got you. That's nuts.
Yeah, right. So, yeah.
That's
So,
wild.
yeah, think about that, right? Like
And
there
to
was a
bring
time
that
when
up,
you,
it's
huh?
crazy. It's just to bring that up. He's on record. He said that that's the worst thing he ever done was challenge the Supreme
Mm-hmm.
Court. Was challenge the law.
Yeah.
Oh, back
Because
then, I'm sure.
no, he said now. He's saying it
Oh,
as because
now.
see, he's my age and he's looking at it reflectively.
Yeah.
And looking at what it did,
Yeah.
right? Because like before him, you couldn't say "We So Horny." He made an album, "Me So Horny."
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, me so horny, me love you. Really?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
before that, people weren't doing that, right? And when you look back at it, before people were doing it, life wasn't like that. Girls
Right.
didn't walk around half naked. Niggas didn't, grab girls, pour champagne on them, and just stick their hand in their pants.
Right.
Like, yo, it was some regular stuff.
Right. It
But
was chill.
after that, yeah, for me, I look at it. The Two Live Crew destroyed discretion
Mm.
as far as like women, even sexy women were demure, right? So
Yeah.
they destroyed that whole thing, and
Yeah.
NWA destroyed black society.
Mm. That's real.
I was like 19, 20 when NWA came out.
Yeah.
2020, I'm like 21.
That's the prime.
About that age, right? And the thing is, they were about the same age. We were all about the same age.
Mm-hmm.
And before that, I had been called nigger less in my entire life than I had the first year after NWA came out.
By other black people or by white people?
By black or white people. Black people, black dudes didn't call each other niggas.
Mm. Got you.
I mean, we didn't, yeah. So I didn't even hear nigger was a bad word,
Yeah.
literally.
Yeah.
And after they came out, in 1 year, I was called nigger more than in my entire lifetime
Sheesh.
just being around black people.
That's crazy. I didn't know that at all. That was a thing.
And I see the change, right? I see the change in men.
Mm-hmm.
See the way that dudes interact, how people interact.
Yeah.
And then if you look at from that point, like Little Kim, and because see, Latifah and all of them was on some other time. They was on a different time.
Mm-hmm.
You go Little Kim, Foxy Brown on. Before that, girls won't Megan Thee Stallion.
Right. They started marketing like sex appeal and all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now that, that goes. So those would be the places where I would divide, music when we're talking about it as far as rap goes. Because for me,
The turning
the
points.
more
Like,
the more they move, the worse the rap got.
yeah.
Right? Because I know.
See,
okay,
I don't want to
hold on.
say that
Hold
though.
on,
I gotta stop you there.
Hold on.
Yeah. Okay,
It got
I
better
did it.
for
I
real,
did it
for
to
real.
pick with
facts.
Tyreek. I knew this. I
Nah.
wanted to pick with Tyreek. Come on, let's go.
It got better.
I caught
for real,
that
for
too.
real.
Like, it did.
Yeah, I was throwing shots. Bang bang.
It did. It's more saturated for sure. Like, there's a lot more worse artists than ever, but there's also a lot more good artists than ever. Like,
Yeah,
I
I
think
would.
it's both.
Yeah, because you know what, man, quiet as kept. I like a dude like Hobson. That dude had one song that I think is a masterpiece.
Hobson rap like Eminem, so I don't like Hobson. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm just saying, like, that
'Cause I don't
that
like
one
Eminem.
song. I like that one song, right?
Nah, I
So,
feel
like,
you.
I think
What
he
song?
did good on the one where he's talking about rap.
Illmind
The,
Hobson, probably one of them.
It's probably 5. The one that they was
Yeah.
talking about. They was inside the black light room, something like that.
Nah, he's talking
You talking about
about
the video?
how hip hop is dead and hip hop is bad. He was just saying, talking about all the shiny suit niggas and all that kind of stuff. Where hip hop was going.
Yeah.
It might have been Illmind 3.
See, that's my problem with that though, because that narrative is only the narrative when you start saying it. Like, it's like the same problem I have with people who are always like J. Cole is underrated or this rapper is underrated. I'm like, fam, you're putting that into the air. Like, their numbers say they're not underrated. Like, they're like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like certain things when you say them, like, they don't become the rumor, they don't become true unless a group of people start just saying it. But it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
he's not underrated.
It's
he's
like
not
shrugging off
enough.
all of the good. It's like shrugging off and disregarding all of the like really good rappers like Cole, like Kendrick, like JID, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, I just don't like that mindset. Like, how you just gonna disregard all these people? Like,
hip hop rappers honestly have gotten better. It's slowed down a little bit. It's at an impasse. It's switching gears right now.
I don't even think
it might
switching.
morph for something different.
Nah,
because it's switching a little bit because the melodic stuff they're singing. It wasn't around a little bit in the 2000s, early 90s.
I was about to say
like
that was there back in the day too.
But it's real heavy now, and it's switching up. Cause now you got the emo rap.
But
now,
don't act like
me?
though all of the other stuff isn't still there just as much as it always was.
Oh yeah, no.
You know what I'm saying?
But I'm saying like
it's
the
subgenres,
sound.
it's subcategories.
Yeah, but the subcategory is almost becoming a main category.
Yeah, and see, like, for
the
me,
most popular one.
Yeah,
I guess,
that's what I'm saying.
But I don't. At the same time, though, I still, even though it's most popular by whose standards, like, because when we're talking pop music charts, we're talking about a lot of white people.
Mm-hmm. And see, all right, look, you know
social media can help you because Rod Wave, look at him.
What you mean?
Man,
he's huge.
Exactly.
In both ways.
Who is he? I've never heard it.
The Heart on Ice. You heard the song. I played the song.
Heart on ice. That shit.
Maybe I might have. Yeah, it didn't make it.
Blew up crazy.
He's not a rapper though. Rod Wave is an R&B singer.
But,
I don't care what nobody say.
He raps sometimes too as well. But he has that melodic rap. He's a melodic rapper.
No, bro, he sings soulfully.
But I'm
the
telling
whole
you.
verse.
So PNB.
Same thing. Well, no, P&B uses a lot of auto-tune though, so I think that's where the difference is. I don't think it's R&B when you got mad auto-tune on it. I think R&B is when it sounds like you're really singing. Like
Wild Ray don't sing every time.
I've never
Let you
heard
know that.
Rod Wave rap.
His rap, but it's different. He does sing majority of the
'Cause
time,
I
but he
can't
does.
breathe.
But he has his times where he does his singing rap.
Mama said it's
Like-
my fault.
Like
It's
Thug and
my
them, they do
fault.
they singing rap shit.
Nah,
That shit.
bro. Rod Wave be putting that. He be singing like he make good collard greens.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I've never.
And that's what Juice
gotta
did,
listen
too.
to it. I gotta listen to it. I gotta
no,
hear this shit.
Juice is rock influenced.
I
heavily.
like Juice WRLD.
Yeah,
I like Juice.
I think Rod Wave
And
though is
I would consider
Trippy
him.
barely rap sometimes now.
Trippy and Juice are
Mhm.
rock influenced. Rod Wave is definitely soul influenced. Like,
Definitely the soul, yeah.
It's a
but
whole difference.
He's a rapper still.
but
He-
Trippy
'cause-
and Juice actually rap. Like they go on air and freestyle and all that type shit.
But that's what I'm saying though. Like that's the direction rap is going. It's going into Rod Wave.
I see
Maybe-
what you're saying, but I think when you phrase it like that, it makes it seem like rap is only melodic.
Oh no, but majority of it, NBA.
But all of the
Rod
biggest
Wave.
rappers, they incorporate
No.
melodies, but they rap more than they sing.
But that's the thing though too though. The rappers we listen to, we still have our ones we have from high school and all that, like
I would
Migos and all that,
consider-
and J. Cole.
No, but-
the new kids, they're pushing these melodic people.
No,
so the
but
Wi-Fi,
I get what you're
I
saying.
just
but,
listened to Rod Wave. I would consider him rap.
yeah.
I wouldn't consider.
Oh, you
I would
wouldn't consider him
rap.
R&B?
Nah, I would consider him rap. I mean, see, I guess. You know what?
It's
I
the
guess it would be the
808s.
structure of the song. I guess, yeah, the 808 and the structure of the song, right?
that's what I'm saying.
For
Yeah.
me, R&B would be, Marvin Gaye.
Right.
Even like for this, what's his name? Jaheim.
Like
or
actual love
whoever.
songs.
Chris
Yeah.
Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris Brown.
Well,
yeah.
Chris Brown-
Chris Brown is fusion.
So what about when
I
Chris
was
Brown?
confused.
I was about to say, what about when Chris Brown sings about guns and trapping and shit?
That's
I would
him
say-
being he trying to be a thug.
Yeah.
That's him.
Is that
Yeah,
rap? No,
and
is that
when
is
When he
that
does that, doesn't
rap
he
or
always
R&B?
have like a feature with somebody who is like a thug, like on his song?
That's him.
Yeah,
That's him wanting to
usually.
be a hood nigga. That's him
Yeah.
tired of being the pretty boy everybody want. He trying to live up to his
Nah,
persona.
I'm just saying though, is
Yeah.
that rap or R&B?
I think he moved from R&B to fusion,
So he
where
does
he's kind of
both.
rap, I think he has more hip hop, more rap beats, more hip hop
Right.
and then he sings over that.
I think he
But-
used to be way more R&B when he was like younger.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
all R&B. Like he was, straight R&B. Teddy Riley changing the game R&B.
Yeah.
Like he was an innovator. I give him, man, all props to Chris Brown. I never say he's better than Michael Jackson because he's not.
Oh nah.
But all props to Chris Brown.
Facts.
But where he went, that fusion, that lane where rap is just taking over, man. Like it's the sound is everywhere. Yeah, man, Katy Perry. I listen to Katy Perry,
hmm
right? And not because I like Katy Perry, but the songs be like, all right, and
Yeah.
the beat, just the beat, like
It's melody. I think it's just
Yeah.
a natural thing. Like people like melodies. Like melodies sound good
And
on the
that's
radio.
what I'm saying. And that's you could push that faster for the in the industry. That's why it's
No,
like rap
but you
can
gotta
go that
dispute
way.
the point though that besides Post Malone, the top selling rappers are J. Cole, Drake, and why am I forgetting Kendrick? Those are numbers wise the 3 top selling rappers. And arguably
yeah.
Drake is the most melodic. Like Drake sings, but Drake also raps and goes and does numbers with his rap songs.
Yeah,
But then-
but look,
I'm looking from the
I'm
standpoint
gonna
of the
throw
up and
something-
coming, the wave that's coming. This
I'm gonna throw
wave
something out
is singing niggas.
I'm gonna throw something out
Yeah.
there so Tyreek can really lose his mind. But like, if we're going by,
Oh,
if we're
and
going by,
Uzi.
then you gotta say Tekashi.
Yeah,
That nigga, oh my god.
but he
doesn't-
he be
He
buying
is
views on
not.
YouTube though.
hey, all of them do.
That's true.
All of
He
them
does-
do.
That's
He
facts.
doesn't deserve to even make music anymore. He doesn't deserve this
Yeah.
luxury. He doesn't
I don't know why
deserve it at all.
people ride with him so hard. I have no idea why.
It's because the controversy.
It's because everybody's sheep. They
Yeah.
like it.
No, you know what he tapped into without knowing he tapped into it,
What's that?
The
right?
white
Like,
media, because
no, what
he's
it's
promoting
not just
snitching because he's putting
yeah,
criminals away. That's a
no, it's
good
not
thing
just
for
that.
real, yes.
No, he tapped
But
into some
God,
That's not
this
real.
people
nigga
that's
snitch.
primal.
He a
No,
rat.
he tapped into something that in people that's primal. Muhammad Ali did it. Floyd Mayweather copied it. Before him, Richard Pryor did it.
Mm.
Right? They tapped into a place where people love you so much they'll follow you regardless, and people hate you so much that they'll pay to still see you
Facts.
fall.
Yeah. And
So it's that
unification.
energy.
You
Yeah,
feel
it's
me?
that energy that is driving him, right? And
Yeah.
so I mean, but in the end, the numbers, the money is the money. The money don't lie,
Yeah.
you know. Well,
But his life
sometimes it
is
does.
in danger though. So he might want to
Yeah,
chill a little bit.
I mean, my thing is,
I'm
I
just
really don't
saying.
think his life is in danger. I don't think his life is in
I
danger.
know if I
You
say he
don't
be
think
posting
so?
where he's at and everything, like it ain't nothing.
No, he posts where he was. He leaves
Yeah,
and then
I
he
don't think
posts.
his life is in danger, man.
I,
I
I
really don't.
I think
You
the world
know,
is too small and it's too easy for one crazy person to see him on the side of the road. It don't matter. Security only
yeah.
gonna stop so much
No, the thing is, there's nobody, I don't think them dudes care enough
to
to
really
go to
make a
jail for
move.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah, for what?
Yeah.
Like,
But people go to jail for less.
real people.
Yeah.
None of those guys, man, none of those dudes who went to jail were real gangsters. One thing my
Yeah.
dad, my father, man, me and my father have a love-hate relationship. I love to hate him, right? So, no, I'm playing, but no,
Yeah.
I love him and I hate him. But he told me something a long time ago when I was younger, when rap music first came out, and now, he was like, he said, look, people who steal, steal.
Yeah.
People who kill, kill.
Yeah.
People who rob, rob.
Yeah.
They don't make records.
Mm.
None of those dudes, like real niggas that do real stuff, even Suge half a real nigga.
Yeah.
He just had real niggas around him.
Yeah. What
You
about
know what I
how
mean?
you feel about Melly? So you don't think he did it? Quick side note.
Who?
Melly
Yeah.
shot his friends.
And
Didn't
then
he
made
say he did?
made a song about it.
It's a
I'm not
coincidence that
allegedly. You can't say he shot his friends. He might sue us.
he
Or something.
allegedly shot his friends. Allegedly made a song about doing it.
No,
But
yeah.
they used
It
used
came
his
out like
song
the
as
next
evidence.
day, yeah, in
Yeah.
court.
So
You know what?
I just say that to say there are
yeah.
some rappers that make songs and then actually go out and shoot people.
Look, yeah. Now hold on. This is the thing. I
Allegedly.
don't think he did that.
Okay.
Now it may have been someone he knew who did it.
Right.
But see, I'm a person who believes that OJ didn't do it.
Okay.
Well, hold on though, because back to your point, to help Tyler out. When you was coming up with rap,
Mhm.
yes, that could really fit. They wasn't out there really robbing and stuff. But now, how rap is, especially with the whole Chicago and the drill scene,
Yeah.
Mhm.
they
Oh yeah, those I'll give you that.
they really
I'll give
about
you
it.
that.
That's
I'll
facts.
give
Yeah.
you that. Look, I'll give you that until they're about it to a certain point. Because the same way we got the internet,
Till they're a superstar.
they got the cops have the internet, and the ones who get it, the ones who really about it, get arrested. Even the dudes, like a real nigga ain't gonna be doing the stuff that they doing. They doing Hollywood stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm speaking about Tekashi and those and the dudes who went to jail with him. There was one real nigga,
Yeah.
and the other nigga that went to jail, not Shoddy, but the other dude.
I
That's the
forget his
one
name. But I know
real
you're talking
nigga.
about. Yeah.
The one who tried to rob him or whatever, who robbed Tekashi and all that.
Yeah.
That's the one real nigga.
Right.
But Shoddy and motherfucking Tekashi, them niggas want street niggas for real.
Shotty a
Right.
dancer.
Yeah,
No.
they won't. You know what I mean? That's not what they don't do that.
Right.
They won't really like that. So I don't think there's anybody that cares enough for them.
Facts.
Yo, man, just being honest. Like my cousin, I love him to death.
Yeah.
I love him. I mean, I love my cousin, and a nigga shot him and killed him.
Damn.
And I think about my cousin often, but I
Mhm.
don't think about. I thought about it for the week after going to find the dude and killing him.
Mm.
But if I saw the nigga now, I'd want him in prison forever.
Right.
Right. So yeah, I don't think his life is in danger. I don't think he, I think that what's going to happen. I knew what was going to happen. Right. Because the internet, man, I always go to the
He's a cloud
internet,
demon
but
for sure.
yeah, yo, and the internet provides it.
Yeah.
Right. So like, what all right, if you could make $10 million a year and have 90% of the people on the internet hating you,
No,
or you
I
could
could
make
do it without that though.
10,000
I could do
and
it without
have,
making. I could do it without making people hate
yeah,
me. Like I
yeah.
don't
But
think you had to
I'm
do that.
saying, I think for where he came from,
Yeah.
he picked that lane. That lane is there. That lane is for whoever. 50 Cent went through that lane.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I
That
think it's
lane is
something you're
always
born
going to
with.
be there.
I think it's
But
something.
that nigga,
Yeah.
he was set tripping though anyway, so he asked for this life. I feel like because apparently
Yeah,
that nigga he was rolling with Crips when he was younger. So
yeah.
that means he went and asked this Treyway and all them niggas to help me with the
Yeah.
9 Trey Bloods. Yo, push me, and they said, "All right, we gonna manage you." And
Bro.
they control like managers do, and he ain't like that because he a hoe.
Yeah.
I don't know how much you
Yeah.
actually care, but if you do, you gotta watch that interview I told you about earlier, because that shit was like, it was just interesting, like to hear it, like. But
It's
Who
with
was
it was Seiko. It was two of the Treyway dudes. It was Seiko, Billy, and Billy Otto. So it was like two of the
what were
apparently original Treyway dudes. And he
what
basically,
were they talking?
they were just talking about like how 6ix9ine really was behind the scenes, and like how he was really never about, basically what everybody been saying, he was really never about all the shit he was talking about and all that. Like he was never really made for all the like suck my dick stuff and all that. Like
and then you went and go call a hit on somebody,
yeah,
and when the cops come and ask about it,
yeah,
they told me to do it. They did it. They did it with me. Whatever. Like, come on.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying he's a man for what I'm saying is, like I said, that lane, if you want right now.
Oh no, I knew you were saying that.
How we get
I'm
on
just
6ix9ine?
saying,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know.
if any dude wants to break into the game right now, right?
Yeah.
Easiest way to get there is
Some
pick somebody
dumb
that's
shit.
already there and then attack them. If you can get their attention, right? Like if I can get Kim Kardashian to tweet me, whether she's tweeting me saying congratulations or pluck you, I still have that many million people who have just seen my name.
See, I don't even want it for that though. Like that's just me. I don't even.
Yeah, me either. Yeah, I wouldn't,
you feel me? Like
unless that was, my thing. But I mean, you can see he's not that dude. That was a lane he picked.
Yeah.
And it worked. And then those things kind of, those things snowball.
Smack that nigga.
Yeah, they snowball.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, they say pick somebody and emulate them. So you pick 50 Cent. That's where you're going.
Yeah. I was gonna ask you, do you think he needs a security? Like, cause you said he wasn't.
Oh, definitely.
You didn't think he was in danger.
Well, I mean, he needed security. He needs security, whether he was a gangster or not, because he's little and he wearing a lot of jewelry.
You're not gonna act like your life's not in danger.
If I saw him,
he needs security. The niggas in Chicago don't like him. He can't go to Chicago.
And he got rainbow hair, so he like easy to
LA
spot.
don't like him.
Yeah,
because he went to Nipsey. He went to Nipsey's grave. They don't like that man.
See, that's nuts.
I'm saying even if everybody liked him, he gonna have to walk around. You can't walk around with that kind of jewelry and with money in the bag. Because me and my 10-year-old nephew were together, I'd be like, "Look, man, take him."
Yeah, and the color hair.
He got that different kind of security. He got that special agent, special ops security.
Yeah.
Because they pushing out the vans
undercover
quick.
cops.
Yeah. Former special forces and that kind of stuff.
He need that kind. He got that kind. Because that nigga die.
I don't think them dudes though, but I don't think them dudes.
Let's leave his man alone. I don't like
See, I knew Tariq was gonna be hot, but just making the point about the numbers. Like people can do numbers. Like what do we? Me and my cousin used to argue about who's the best basketball player all the time, right? And then it got to a point. Yeah, it got to a point where like I got tired of arguing with him. I'm like, man, it's silly. I said, okay, what criteria we got to set a criteria, right? So like, is the best basketball player the guy who has the most rings?
Yeah.
All right, so if that's the case, then Bill
Well, no,
Russell's the best
I don't think
basketball
that's the
player
best.
later.
That's not my. I don't think
Yeah,
that's the best. Yeah,
yeah. So, or is it the guy who's marketed the most? Is
yeah.
it yeah? So you have to you got to have a criteria for what is the best.
And that's what I was going to say
So
too,
go
because
ahead.
with the numbers thing, like it's not fair that numbers uh validate if you're a good artist or not. It should be your
Yeah,
actual your actual art.
I don't. I
yeah.
think
There
it's a
you go.
little
That's
fair
where I was going.
because I think
It's,
you.
I
it's not.
mean, yo,
I think
because
you
this
got
is
to.
like you said.
I think if your art is good,
Okay.
it's gonna sell. Period.
But again,
Nah,
if it's good,
nah.
it's good. But sometimes you can't. You might not be able to, I guess, promote it well enough, and no one's seeing
Yeah.
it for real. Like I like Davies. People don't like this man, but I thoroughly
So
enjoy
you
when he
don't think
raps.
he does well, or what are you saying?
Who no, he doesn't do well. Not in the media standpoint. I don't think in numbers either.
But there's some shit we don't know. That like there's a whole lot like it's deeper than you may not seem kind of on the like black and white, but I think there's a lot that goes into it. Like we don't know because he signed, we don't know his deal. Like we don't know how much promotion they do for him. We don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Think it like this. So Grammys,
Yeah.
that's based all on numbers. Because Malcolm Moore won album of the year, not album of the year, best rap album
Yeah.
with Good Kid, Mad City on the list. Is that better than Good Kid, Mad
Did
City?
he outsell Good Kid, Mad City?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
Because
What did
Grammys is
Drake
based on
drop
that.
that year? Did he outsell Drake that year?
Let's just look at it.
Because I'm just I feel like I see where you're going. Like don't get me wrong, I'm not defending the Grammys or whatever, but I don't know if it's based on numbers. I do not recall.
And
I think they have a formula
Yeah, probably.
that is based on
it's based
numbers.
on album sales
Album
and
sales.
streams
Okay.
and like that. It's like album sales and streams and things.
I thought that's what Billboard was based on, but I didn't.
Billboard too, but they get this stuff from Billboard, I think,
Okay.
because you have to have some kind of way to categorize it like that.
So you're basically
how can I say it?
You're basically saying though that it's unfair that the Grammys basically give this exposure to these artists because just solely based off their numbers, and so a lot of good artists that don't sell a lot don't get
Not even the exposure, though, the accolades.
Yeah, and the accolades and just like the awards and
Because
all
his album was far better than Heist.
Yeah,
but somehow Heist won.
Facts. That's facts. But I mean, wait, I forget the original point we were making, to be honest.
Oh, the numbers. I was saying like I don't think it's fair that numbers. I don't think it's fair that numbers determine if an artist is good or not.
Oh, I don't think they do. I think they help a lot. Like I think it's a good argument to say this artist does numbers, so they have to be good in some way. But I don't necessarily think it's right to say this artist doesn't sell, so they're trash. You know what I'm saying?
Nothing was the same. Magna Carta, Good Kid, Mad City, and Yeezus was on the list.
Ooh, he outsold Kanye and Drizzy? Damn. That's nuts.
And if it's not off sales, what's it off then? Because it can't be off the quality of music.
It's off Keep the Blacks Out. No, I'm just kidding.
Like, it's a great white hope because they lost Eminem because he wasn't making music like that for a little bit. Yeah. He had another white boy come in, let's push him a little bit, and then he fell off.
But you really think it's only based off of you're good if you're only good if you do numbers? You really think that's what people like say about it?
I mean, I think what you know what I think
for the fickle-minded, yes.
No, I think
what?
I think artists like that's the thing, man. Like those discussions are only held outside of the art. Like when I really believe, and from what I know and the people I've been around and the things and the projects that I've seen done, that the final goal was the numbers. Yeah. That everybody during the whole process is talking about numbers. Facts. You know what I mean? So For them, yeah, that's how they. I think that's how 6ix9ine gets up in the morning. I think that's how 50 Cent deals with his stuff.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense
Yeah,
for sure. And
and then
it's weird to me though, because it's like there are those people that do like they are fueled by the numbers and whatnot, but then there are other artists like I feel, I don't know, like JID or somebody you never see, and I don't know them personally, so I don't know that they actually don't care about the numbers, but just artists that move like they make good music and they move like they don't really care about numbers like that, and it seems like they're doing okay, like they're doing well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because they get the fans like us to appreciate the art
They get
itself,
a core.
music
They
itself.
get a core fan base.
Exactly. But I'm saying numbers matter because think about the ones that don't have a mind for themselves. If my friend listening to it, I'm listening to it too. So if you're not popular, you're not gonna get to this crowd of this people.
Well, yeah, but you can't. That's not the numbers at that point. Then that's just people following each other.
If you no, but because let's say this, if you sell more, you get more radio play. You get more ads on YouTube and stuff because people want to see it because it's being sold. You get played in the stores,
Yeah.
and then if everyone's seeing it on Instagram like that, if all your friends are posted, you're gonna find that song.
Yeah,
because everyone's streaming it, everyone's sharing it like that.
that's
So
promotion. That's marketing.
But yeah, people only. And I'm saying that to say that there's groups of people that only like it because everyone else likes it.
Facts.
So that they're saying that this artist is good because everyone else is saying it's good strictly based off numbers in a sense.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. I don't think that's why they're good. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't agree with it, but I'm saying that's an idea.
I think that's a bad.
World,
yeah, I was about to say I disagree. I think that's a bad way to look at it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You definitely.
But the harder part is creating a list of criteria that people can agree on that will allow you to drill down to the who could be the best. But even then, those arguments are always going to be subjective.
Yeah, always.
You know what I mean?
Everybody's
so
biased.
that's why. Yeah, like my thing is, I know I can defend. I'm a Prince fan. I think Prince was the best musician ever to live. Even Beethoven, all of them, from the first mother clucker that beat on a piece of wood to the last mother clucker that blew, blew into a piece of twig.
Yeah.
He's the best, right? Best musician ever, right? And I can sit there and argue it, but that doesn't mean that I won't and I can't acknowledge the fact
you
that
said
Bob
Beethoven,
Marley,
right?
Yeah,
you know Beethoven was black.
Mozart. Yeah.
That's
that's
lit.
Yeah,
I just found
we've
that
done
out.
it all.
Yeah, we've done it all.
Yeah.
Nah, that's dope.
See, so like I mean that's the thing, and like with all of this is the greater part, man, of all of these discussions. The problem a lot of times that we have when we try to have them. And I say we in the sense of me with you guys. I'm older, you guys are younger.
I'm older than Rick.
Yeah.
Archie's older than me though.
Oh, okay. Well, look, it's coming to an agreement about what is like. Let's say right now, what's a good bar, right? So a line from a song, like a J. Cole line versus a
First things
Rakim
first,
line.
rest in peace.
Uncle Phil.
Yeah, everybody's just gonna leave me hanging. That's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool.
He said Uncle Phil. Yeah, like you know what I mean.
Archie had
Yeah, he did. He had G finished through. Like that's the thing, man. Being able to at least establish a point of okay, this is what's good, this is what's bad.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the times with me and Tevin and Tyreek, they think I don't like something because of my age. When it's not my age, it's I don't like the the rhyme scheme.
Yeah.
I don't like the subject matter is foreign.
You like stuff like this.
Yeah, because like I mean, you got to even understand. Like for me, having a conversation with somebody, like if somebody, Kaya's my niece, the other day was saying something to me. And she was saying, and I hear the word all the time, welling, capping. Yo, is that a good thing or a bad thing? What the cluck? Like, yo, what is a welling? What are you welling? Like, what is that short for? What is happening? So
Well,
You know, where a line might have been, you know, it might be good if I understood the translation. You
Yeah.
know, it just doesn't make it for me.
you know what
Yeah,
I
Where I like.
Wellen definitely down there with you.
you
That Wellen out up there.
you know what I think that really is though. I think it's really the experiences, like the different experiences that like everybody has, because it's like you tie music with what's going on at the time. So it's like when you doing whatever you doing and a song comes on and you relate to that song in the moment, you gonna remember that song forever. And it don't matter what nobody tells you, like that song's gonna be the most lit fire song you ever heard for the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? And then,
That's all right. Look, hold on. I got something for you. Me and Tevin and Tyreek have had this argument, and I try. Okay, now is your generation of music, the age of your generation of music, is it the age of the music producer or the age you were when you heard it?
wait, hold up. Is it the age of the music producer or the age I was when I heard it?
So to make it make sense, would Kanye be in our generation or his generation?
Good
I feel like that would be ours.
Yeah, Kanye's our generation for sure.
No.
Mid
I don't know how
2000s.
he's saying no.
Mid 2000s.
Yeah, how old is Kanye? Yeah, how old is Kanye?
Was he 40 something? 30 something?
Like,
Yeah, 40 something. Jay-Z 50.
No, but when was Kanye in his prime?
I was say
That's
Kanye
what I'm
got
saying.
big like with us.
When
though.
did Graduation come out?
Hold on, that's what I'm saying. Like that's the crazy part about it. Is it the age of the person who's producing the music, or the person who's listening to the music?
Is it the age of the? Wait, I'm confused about the age of the producer
I think
part.
it's like when they peak. I think it's when they peak is when that would be like the get. Like that's where it would start at.
So he's saying, does it go to us or does it go to because Kanye is 40? Does it go to the 40-year-olds?
It goes to. Oh, I see what you're saying. In that case, not. It goes to.
Yeah,
that's tough. Yeah, that's tough.
Because he's making the music.
Because we both enjoyed that music at the time that it came out. So is it like is it for y'all? Or is it for us?
Yes.
I think it's for. I don't know, to be honest. I don't know. I don't got an answer. That's tough.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like College Dropout, you got all right. Hold on.
I think it was both, to be honest.
College is like 2001.
Yeah.
That's like 01.
Like I said, I think when it's like when he peaked, it should go from like whatever generation that was forward, because that's when he was at his best.
I think that peak of Kanye's, maybe because it inspired maybe because it inspired a whole generation of rappers our age. I think maybe
there you go.
Because of that, you can say
he's y'all's old head.
Yeah. It's tough. I don't know.
Yes. That's
Kanye. I don't care.
Because you know, all right, look, just so, because what made me think about it, right?
Yeah.
I don't want him.
I was born during Motown, right?
Yeah.
But I listened. Those weren't songs for me. That wasn't what I listened to. My mom and dad listened to that music. I didn't.
Yeah. I think it's who related to it more. Honestly, now that I'm thinking of it.
I relate to it.
If
now,
I have to say something, I think. Yeah.
Y'all were like 10 years old. He was singing about dropping out of college.
Yeah.
That was for the people who were dropping out of college.
So then, yeah, I guess in that case, I gotta give that to y'all then. I think when you put it like that, because y'all were the ones y'all were his audience.
Yeah, he was able to cross audiences.
Yeah.
He was able to
we were just buying the records, but he was like making them songs for people going through that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, to me, it's whoever felt that more at that time. I gotta give it.
Yeah, where you are, like, so that's what's.
But I'm not claiming current Kanye.
I don't want that.
I don't care.
Again, he's from my generation. Like he's the tail end of my generation.
Yeah, y'all got all of Kanye then. If y'all want graduation Kanye, y'all got all of Kanye.
We got all y'all got the best of Kanye. We got Kanye.
Facts.
Yes, that's it. Yeah, because he's a product of that time. Right, so like the music, that's the crazy thing, man, about it. Like y'all got me really thinking about some stuff, man.
Yeah.
Because even the music that's being created now is a product of this time.
I was about to say, if we're really talking about music evolution, Kanye is a turning point. I gotta give that to him.
Yeah,
musical genius. I'm giving him that title
He
forever.
influenced mad people.
He's a musical genius.
Yeah.
Yes, Michael Jackson, musical genius.
Yeah.
Got daggone Bob Marley, musical genius.
Yeah.
Right. I
But think about
think
this
Bob
now.
was a genius musician.
I don't know if
Change
he's
that.
still a
Bob
musical
Marley
genius.
was a genius musician.
Who?
Kanye.
He is, because he
now
can still make music.
Can he though? Actually, I don't know that he can.
Yeah.
I'm starting to really
people
doubt
love
that
him.
he can make music.
Kanye is like a chameleon, and what happens to him is like he's like a chameleon who's being forced into different environments. Like, can you imagine? Like, I mean, for real, like being a chameleon, it's cool in the jungle,
Look,
right?
he said slavery was a choice. He gotta.
Yeah,
he gotta
right.
get about
No,
it.
that's what I'm saying. Like, think about it, right? Like, if you're a chameleon in the jungle, right, and you're in a green tree and the green leaf, you just green.
You green.
But
facts.
if somebody put you on a couch that's blue, purple, pink, and orange, you're forced to change every time.
Yeah, I don't think though that he excels in every, like, that makes it seem like he's good in everything he tries. I think he's just bad at hip hop now, like just flat out. I think even if he tries, I don't think he's got it anymore.
You know what? Because
even his
because
bad
he doesn't know hip
albums
hop
are
now.
better than some niggas' best
Yeah,
albums.
but like the music is always gonna be there.
Yeah.
Now his arrangements and his rapping is gone because he doesn't know hip hop now.
Yeah. So it's
'Cause
like
he's in my generation.
I don't
He's
think he
not
can
of
go
this
back.
time.
Yeah, I don't think he can go back.
Nah.
I
No,
think
he
because
can't.
he left, he could have if he didn't have that little hiatus he had, but
He's detached.
that messed him up.
Nah, you know what? Like what people don't like. Even Jay-Z is done. The only thing that keeps him going is Beyonce, and she's like 2 shakes away from being done.
You don't think Jay-Z gonna drop another album in like 2 years, a year?
Yeah, nah, because I mean, you can't sing about, you can't make a record that anybody other than rich white people would want to listen to, because the only life you know is a rich white person life. What you gonna? I mean, you think about it.
Yeah.
Like his album now would be reflective. It would be talking about his kids and
He
vacation.
That's what I'm
on the
saying.
crack.
Yeah, like you ain't gonna have he ain't popping bottles no more. You know what I'm saying? He doing that.
Did you like 444?
No.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Got you.
I haven't liked Jay-Z since. You gotta understand, man.
Blueprint.
Reasonable Doubt. Like I listened to Reasonable Doubt on my way to go buy cocaine.
Word. Nah, that's
like
lit.
literally.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Literally.
And that's why I was talking about feeling it. You get when you feel the song.
To
you
buy
know what
cocaine, I'm listening to Reasonable Doubt,
Yeah.
right? Scarface just came out. Like all of that stuff is right there.
That's gonna be your shit forever. Like,
yeah. So
forever.
everything after that, like his evolution wasn't real to me.
Right.
You know what I mean? I saw the facade, right? And I guess for me, man, once I graduated, once I started filming stuff, man, and I got behind the scenes, like once you get behind the curtain, it's like they say you go to the circus, and once you see, what's going on, or you go to a meat processing plant and you see how the sausage made, you don't really want sausage anymore.
Right. But it's
So,
like, do you not like the rappers from this generation that are like, you know what I'm saying, still carrying rap?
I like J. Cole. I like
you would like Griselda.
I can listen to J. Cole. I like I haven't heard her. I like
I know you would like Griselda.
The Butcher coming.
I know you would like Griselda.
I mean, who else? I don't even know. Would you consider them? What's those dudes? Tyreek, the Thug Waffle dude.
Oh, who?
Oh, Flatbush.
Oh, Flatbush. Yeah, see?
Flatbush.
So it's like that's my point. Like, there's I don't think when you say evolution, it's just sing rap or melodic rap. Like, I think it's literally subgenres. I think rap split off into different subgenres. So it's like hip hop is not just that type of rap, but it's this, and this, you know what I'm saying, types of rap.
Yeah, but doesn't that kind of water it down?
Nah, because you can still find the same rap that you always loved, and it's still, you know what I'm saying, the same amount. It's just, and really it's easier than ever to look for. You just look for those types of rappers, you know what I'm saying? You could only listen to J. Cole type rap if you wanted to. And there's a whole lot of artists in that lane.
Dreamville.
Yeah,
whole
all of
roster.
Dreamville. Yeah, a whole roster. Like J. Cole did it for us. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I think when you say evolution, there is also an evolution in that specific lane, to where I think you can make a good argument that metaphorically rappers in that lane have gotten better, and like flow wise they've gotten better. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
I feel like there's a real argument there.
No.
I feel like, I
line
don't
for
know.
line, bar for bar, Rakim.
Listen to JID. I don't know. Listen to
Daddy-O. That's a Sonic.
Listen to YB and Namir, or not Namir. YB and
I'll say this.
Corday.
My fault. YB and Corday.
Who
else?
What? Get out of here.
Listen to Kendrick. Listen to Cole. Listen to the list goes on.
On the
you know
low,
what I'm saying?
for real, Baby, he be spitting.
Baby, yeah.
The Baby.
Little Baby.
Whenever you can understand him, he be spitting.
Yeah,
Nah, chill,
like,
Archie. That's
that stuff
racist.
gets on my nerves, man.
Y'all not listening. See?
He just got a southern accent. That's all.
Yeah, whenever you can understand him is when he be spitting.
You can always understand him. Don't do that.
Question though.
What's up?
So, like, y'all said music is like of its time, right? So you know everything going on, the climate of the world right it is now.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Let me change. All right. I'm going to have a caveat to that.
Yeah. How you don't know my question yet?
Wait till which part?
Oh, okay.
No, because I know what you just prefaced. I have to preface what you're just prefacing. What you beginning to preface. I know. I hear. Like what I'm gonna say is that. Dang, you lost it. You stopped me. Go ahead and finish yours.
Y'all confused me.
Yeah, I did. He got me. Go ahead.
All right. So I was saying music is of its time, right? So I said that. Did it come back to you yet?
Go ahead.
I almost choked. Oh, my fault. Eating a Pop-Tart.
He said eating a Pop-Tart.
So,
yeah.
Like I was saying, it represents of its time. Music is.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever's going on, they talk about it for the most part. So like you had with Grandmaster Flash, the crack epidemic and all that. Right?
Okay. Hold on. Now I know what I was going to say. Now, here's where I want to jump in with you.
Bet.
At that point, it was, I would say, at one point it was more observatory. But then there was a shift when it became more life mirroring music than music mirroring life. It was a point that there was a point when guys would make songs about things that happened and things they saw, and now we're at a point where guys are telling guys to do stuff and then they do it.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I see that.
That was my caveat. That's what I was saying. Yeah, there was a place where it's changed and it stopped being about that. And for me, that point was NWA. They were the last. They began as a group. Look at their evolution. They began as a group broadcasting. They were ghetto journalists, and by the time the group broke up, they became propagandists.
Hold up, I gotta stop you. Tevin just came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Yo.
You loud.
I'm in the car.
Mute yourself.
Yeah, all right. That's my bad.
Nah, you straight.
Mute yourself.
What was I about to say? I forget.
I was saying that they were propagandists, right? It started to become a propaganda.
My fault. I remember what I was about to say. So I did. I wrote a literal, and this might sound corny, but I wrote a literal essay in school one time on YG My Crazy Life album, and so I say that to say, I think there's both today too. Like you can still find rappers too that literally song by song like is some type of, you know what I'm saying, like retelling of something that they really went through or did or whatever.
That's the best kind of rap.
Yes.
You remember what's his name? Vic Mensa in his album. He had that whole story.
Yeah,
That
no,
that
yeah,
whole
Vix
album was
hard.
crazy.
Yeah.
It was Memories.
Yeah.
Was it Memories?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, it's great. I mean, you have. There used to be. It was all that. It was all just
Yeah,
broadcast.
it's
It was
saturated. There's a
never-
lot of
it wasn't
saturation.
any stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
there's a lot of
I
other
say
shit.
that. I say that to bring this point up to say that because how the world is now with the climate we're in, the songs that are being made now that like Little Babies, J. Cole's, Jim Jones made one. I don't know if you heard that. It's fire.
Wait, made a what?
He made a song about what's going on, the riots and everything happening right now.
Oh dang, I don't know
The
if I
Black
heard
Lives
it.
Matter movement. Beyonce made one. Trey Songz, a lot of people made one, made their own renditions of one. So these
Fucking Trey
songs,
Songz.
will they be?
It's like, nah, I'm not
will
gonna
they
do
be
that to Trey.
remembered though? Will these go
No.
down?
You know what? They
Do
will.
they matter?
I don't. All right,
Do
I'm
they
not. Let me
matter?
say this. I don't think.
What do you
I
mean?
don't think.
Do these songs matter?
Will they
I don't
be
think they matter.
remembered?
Mm-hmm.
I think so. Will 2020 be remembered?
Yeah, all right.
You know what I'm
2020 will
saying?
be remembered,
Those
right?
are
Not
those
for
are
like a good reason,
those are the
though.
2020
No, but hold on.
anthems.
Yeah, I don't think
Are they?
I don't know. I don't think they are, and I don't think they'll be remembered because they are like. First of all, I haven't even heard any of them. Right, one, but like, think about Marvin Gaye's "What's Going On," as opposed to what they're doing. Right, Marvin Gaye's, zeitgeist. Right, the zeitgeist is the spirit of the time. Right. He captured the entire spirit and the pain of everything that was going on, and he did it, and he put it together in a song. What they're doing is more commercial than because it came with something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like those songs "We Shall Overcome." Everybody sings that because it's connected to something.
Right.
What they're doing is not really connected to them because they're just making songs.
What?
Right?
Why do you say they're just making songs though? Because a lot of these songs were backed with like protest videos, like protest photos. Like it's not like they're just making a song and like just to make money off of it.
Okay, now my thing about the protests that are going on now, and I say this as a historian and as a not just as a person older, but as a historian having studied literally the civil rights movement and what's going on. The problem is there's no direction, right? Because like you have riots for like the civil rights movement. More people died during that time than have died now.
Right.
But do you remember any of those names? Are any of those names remembered?
Probably not.
No. Like I can say like you saw Selma? Did y'all see the movie Selma?
I didn't know.
All right, well, you know about Selma, the march that they did?
Yeah.
Which I know about the march.
Yeah.
I ain't watched the movie.
Okay.
I already knew about the march.
They marched over the Edmund Pettus Bridge, right? Well, during that march, 2 people died, a black guy and a white lady. The white lady came from Michigan, drove down with her mother, had like 4 or 5 kids, and she came down to help drive the black dignitaries from the airport to the march and back. And the Klan killed her. Her name is, I know her name because, history is, I forgot it. I can't bring it up now, but I know, I know of her.
Right.
But most people don't know of her, right? But they know of Selma and that march.
Right.
When Marvin Gaye did What's Going On, and James Brown did I'm Black and I'm Proud, it was connected to what the people were doing.
Right.
What they're doing is packaging what people are doing and giving it a soundtrack, or trying to give it a soundtrack.
Yeah.
When his music, What's Going On, came out of that time, out of that frustration, and not saying that I'm not saying that they're not frustrated or anything like that. I'm not saying that any of that stuff. What I'm saying is there was direction to what they were doing. Everybody was fighting for the same thing.
Right.
Now, in this movement, you got, like, first it was George Floyd, and why are people taking over Portland? If for George Floyd, like, what the club?
Yeah.
What is that for?
Right.
Right? And then, what are we fighting for? Injustice? Are we fighting for police brutality? Are we fighting for equal rights? Are we fighting for, right? So they try to push so much stuff at us in those songs. That's why, like, so it's just, there's a difference of where those songs are coming from.
I think
right. Marvin Gaye's struggle was a real struggle. He had lived during segregation.
Right.
There were places he couldn't go. Beyonce's a billionaire.
Right.
Our struggle, like, it's disingenuous for anybody to have the discussion and act as if all black people are treated the same, because we're not. Right?
Yeah.
Now, we all may be black, but LeBron James's black is a lot different than my black.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Right? So Marvin Gaye's black was like everybody else's black. Because there were still places Marvin Gaye couldn't go.
Right.
So he was living the struggle.
Right.
Now we've got people who are leading us that haven't struggled, that aren't struggling. And I say leading us because the celebrities and athletes are the ones who have the biggest platform.
Yeah. I'll say
so. This is. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say. I'll say. I agree that this is probably a less severe struggle than back then. So it's like it's not as. If you're a celebrity, you can escape it. Like if you have money, you can still live. You know what I'm saying, and not be affected by it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Just looking at it from a music standpoint, I don't know that I can just say it's. They're just doing it for commercial reasons, because I kind of got to look at it too, like, as an artist, you gotta.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that they're doing it like they're doing it for commercial reasons. I'm saying it is commercial. You know what I mean? That it's commercial. Like Marvin Gaye didn't. There were protests. There were thousands of protests.
Right.
There were thousands of people getting water shot on them and all that.
Right.
And that organically came from the time.
Mm-hmm.
These songs are coming from incidents. You're mentioning names, George Floyd and let's going all the way back to, Tamir Rice and Trayvon. You know what I mean? Those were examples of a problem that that Marvin Gaye was talking about. And we now, the commercial part of it, but the reason I say commercial is because they focus on those names, right? Injustice doesn't just exist in those were situations that were bad, right? And the overall problem may or may not have really contributed. The overall problem may or not have really contributed to what happened in that sense.
I see.
The bigger problem is, why is the white man afraid of a black guy?
I think that right there, though, I think to what you're saying now, I think they are the same. Like, their struggles for the same, when it boils down to it, it's the same reason. It's racism and injustice against black people. So it's like, I think from that standpoint, even though it's now we're seeing it as injustice in a slightly different way, and it's like we're using those individual names like George Floyd because those are the names that are publicized, but it's like I think those names represent the overall, like, I think when you say that, you just think, okay, this is a fight for injustice against and racism against black people in this country. So I think no matter how it's like what it's called or how the actual atrocities that are happening are how bad they are, you can still kind of like it boils down to the same issue, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I can't say it's all commercial just because of that.
this is where, all right, my okay, we're going to take two incidents, right? George Floyd being killed and Medgar Evers being killed, right?
Yeah.
Those two situations are identical. Two men lost their life because of someone else, right? One guy was shot, one guy had the police, on him. But two dudes are dead.
Right.
They're not the same because the two people aren't the same.
Right.
And what happened to this guy, someone came and killed him because he was saying things that he, that wanted to make the world different. This guy had a police interaction that went bad. Right?
Right.
Now, I'm trying to.
But why did it go bad? I think is the.
I don't want to diminish it. Yeah. Now, okay. Here it is. Right. The reason it went bad is because the cop, was probably racist.
There
right?
we go. That's
okay.
Right
now,
there.
now here it is. This is the thing. But if he doesn't do the stuff he did. Now, please understand, I am not in any way, shape, form, or fashion defending the policeman.
Right.
What I am saying is, I'm saying from a position of, I know what worked in the 60s, right?
Right.
Okay, everybody knows about Rosa Parks? Do y'all know about Rosa Parks?
Yeah.
The black woman who sat on the bus?
Yeah.
We know.
All right. Now, do y'all know who Claudette Colvin is?
No.
Yeah.
Claudette Colvin is the first black woman to sit in the white section of the bus and refuse to get up. She did it before Rosa Parks, but they didn't use her as an example.
Right.
Because she was 17, pregnant, and dark-skinned. But they used Rosa Parks. Because if they had used Claudette Colvin, what would have been talked about is the fact that she was 17, pregnant, and dark-skinned.
Right. And that's part of the issue too, right?
Yeah, I say that to say that it's important when you are fighting for something that you pick the right fight. Right. I was thinking about this earlier today, right? Civil rights, the civil rights movement, black people and white people in this country don't realize.
Yeah.
And the reason that this still goes on is because in 1630, well, let's say, what was it? Not 19, what was it? The 1619 project, when the first slaves came? Yeah, so from that point, from the point of the first slaves coming to America, right?
Right.
Until now, there has been a war to keep black people as slaves.
Right.
Now, at one point, it was all 90%, I'm not saying 90% of the white people against all of the black people.
Right.
Through the years, we get to a point in 1800s where we have a civil war because you now have 50% of the white people who don't want slaves,
right,
and 50% of the white people who do want slaves.
Right.
We have the Civil War, and
100% still racist.
Now, yeah, okay, here we go. Now you're getting to my point, right? So, okay, now get to the Civil Rights Movement, okay? The reason that works is because now we have 60% of the people who want black people to have rights and 40% who don't.
Mm-hmm.
My point
Not
is,
as many rights, though.
Yeah, but my point is, the war, right? What was the purpose in the beginning of the war? To keep black people as slaves.
Yeah.
So that's the goal of the war.
Right.
We fought the civil rights battle and won a battle, and we treated it like it was the war.
We treated it like it was the war.
Because we still got much fighting to do.
Keep going on that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
I get what you're saying.
okay.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah. So okay, we thought at that point, because we won that battle,
Yeah, that it was
that
over.
now the war was over,
It's done.
right?
Yeah.
And what happened at that point? All that happened is when they lost that skirmish,
Mm-hmm.
they regrouped and began to fight again.
Yeah.
And they started taking away those rights that they gave.
Right.
And they came up with ways to take that back.
Right.
We're right now in a war,
Right.
but we're focusing on battles. Police brutality is like for real. Okay, I'm gonna be totally honest with you.
Yeah.
Right? If you told me that I could pick one thing that would kill black people, and it would be, that I could pick the one thing, and everything else wasn't gonna kill them.
Police.
You know what I would pick? I wouldn't pick the police.
Oh.
I'd pick black people, gang.
Yeah.
Right? Because
you can't.
More black people kill black. Yeah,
No,
like
you can't.
that doesn't mean that the police killing black people is not bad.
Nah, but
if you got a broken leg, right, and a scratch on your toe, do you want a Band-Aid for your toe, or do you want me to fix your leg?
Look, I gotta say this though.
Okay, go ahead.
The
Come
only reason that black people kill black people is because they put us in poverty right next to each other, so we have no other choice. So
yes. Hold on. Look,
crime is
I'm
circumstantial.
Yeah, listen, I'm not saying, because look, black people kill black people, white people kill white people, Chinese people kill Chinese people. You kill who you're around, and I'm not saying that.
You said white kill black.
Yeah, I'm not saying that. Yeah. I'm not. Yeah, but I'm not saying that. That black people killing black people. That black on black crime is this big bad thing. No, because see, crime is crime. What I'm saying is, if we lose more people from gang violence than we do from the police killing us, then we stop the gang violence first.
Right.
We can work on two things at the same time.
Right.
Right. Because we're smart people.
Right.
We can try to stop killing each other and stop them from killing us too.
Right.
Like they're not mutually exclusive.
Right.
You have to stop giving them excuses.
At the same time, though, you got to keep in mind that we're kept down through lack of education, opportunity, and all that type of stuff. So we're born in a lot of cases. Oh, look. You know what I'm saying? Just not knowing what to do in the situation.
Yes, and look, that's the thing. So why wouldn't we focus on those things? Right? So like right now we got everybody's attention. Yeah, look, this is what happened. When George Floyd died, right? That motherfucking the mayor of that town and the governor of that state were willing to do anything those people wanted, right? They were willing to do anything. And what those people asked for was the one thing they could not do. Get rid of the entire police force?
Yeah.
What?
Something you don't want to get rid of. Something you don't.
So how in the world? Are you going to ask for the one thing? You could have gotten 1,000 things, but you asked for the one thing that doesn't benefit you and that you can't have.
Defund.
That's insane.
You got. I'm saying though, you got to defund. You can't take away the whole force. You got to take some money away though.
Look, my thing is, you don't even have to defund. What you have to do is divert those resources to training and more than that, pre-employment screening.
But what?
You need to create a community review board that reviews all police involved shooting. And the police don't get to say if it's a crime or not. The community does.
Right. That's a
They could have gotten all that stuff.
Right.
But they asked for defunding.
Right.
And what you got to understand is if your goal, this is the difference in the civil rights movement and now. They understood what their goal was. And if my goal is to get you to give me something, I can't do that by scaring you.
Yeah. But it's like, do we have the money or the resources to make those things happen without?
We can demand that they do it. They got the money. They want to increase funding for the police department. Okay, now we tell you that you got to put this money to this thing.
No, that's what I'm saying. Defund and move it to where we really need it. I think that's
kind
of what they're saying.
You don't want to take any money from them because you need these policemen.
Do they need to be that equipped though?
No, this is the thing.
You know what I mean?
Policemen. Hold on. Look, you need policemen. You don't need military.
Yes. But
right?
they're like military right now.
Those are two different things.
Yes.
That's training.
Yes.
Right? So that the money part has nothing to do. It's all about moving the money. It's not decreasing it.
Yeah, right.
It's about moving the money.
Right. I can see
Right?
that.
Because I don't want you to take money. I want you to increase stuff. I want a community review board.
If you move the money, you move it to more things. Like, what are they moving into? It's still in the police force. It's still in the police station. So they're still having money in there.
He's saying like you can move it to better training and stuff. Like,
yes, you can move it to better training.
Yeah.
You can move it to a community review board.
Yeah.
You can move it to body cams for everybody. Because the dudes who shot that dude the other day, they didn't even have body cams.
But
yeah, that's
but
nuts.
also though, you have the money, because also back then everybody, famous people, were part of the movement too. So you have the money now, because you have, like, Jay-Z and Beyonce are billionaires together. Diddy has money.
Let me share something with y'all, man.
Famous,
do y'all know?
famous
I'm sorry,
people.
Tevin. Oh, good.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
sorry,
that's it.
Tevin.
That was it.
Do y'all know who paid for the loudspeaker system that Martin Luther King and them spoke from?
The KKK, right?
Nah.
Oh.
Bob Dylan.
I thought the KKK. I don't know why I thought them.
Bob Dylan, the Mamas and the Papas. See, the 60s, the civil rights movement was a cultural revolution, right? And we don't talk about it like that. And the reason they don't teach it like that is because they don't want people to realize that you can have a revolution that's bloodless and get change.
Yeah.
Right? Because the world was one way before the civil rights movement. You know what came out of the civil rights movement?
What?
Minimum wage. Before the civil rights movement.
But was there not a lot of bloodshed in the civil rights movement?
All right, when I say bloodless, I'm saying you don't have to go gun and take over land. There was a lot of there was a lot of beating. A lot of black people took a beating. But I mean no war. You don't have when I say bloodless, I mean war.
I got you.
You know, people didn't just uprise. You can have a change. And what changed? It was a social revolution. They changed the way society thought. Right? Because before that point, society thought one way, and after that point, society thought another.
But you know how long it took for society to think that? But it took forever for society. It took that long until that point for society to change. Now society has their views already about us. Like you said, they've already pushing their views.
Wait.
I think what happened is that's where media comes into play, and that's where music comes into play, right? Because after that time, so we're talking now the after effect of the civil rights movement is the 80s and the 90s, right? Because you can't count the 60s, because there were still schools were still segregated in 68. So you can't count the 60s as change, because it just happened, right? And you can't count those 10 years after that, because that's while it's being built. So you wouldn't live in a building while they're building it, right? So while it's being built, so you look from the 80s through the 90s, right? And what happened in the 80s was the dream that they talked about, that Martin Luther King had, that 10-year gap. The 90s was the pushback from that. And then 2000s was another move. And when Obama got elected, it was the pushback. This is the pushback that you're experiencing. The problem is when we gained, imagine if this whole process is a football field, right? And slavery, the goal line on one end, okay? And freedom is equality is the end zone at the other end, 100 yards, right? We got to the 20-yard line getting out of slavery, right? Then they came up with the black codes and Jim Crow and pushed us back to the 10, right? So then we fought through the 30s and 40s for employment. So we get to the 50-yard line, right? And then they push back and we get back to the 10. Then we move all the way through the civil rights movement. Now we're at the 40-yard line on the other side, right? Touchdown, we see it coming, right? Then we get through the nine, you know, in 90s, they push us back to the 50, but we move to the 70.
Yeah.
And then Obama gets elected.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're back at the 40 on our own side.
Yeah. But I mean, hey,
Because
it's a fight.
Obama, they called Obama our touchdown.
Yeah. they
Right?
definitely
Because
did.
see, he wasn't a touchdown for me.
Yeah.
Right?
He was
and
like
for
the start.
for most black people, that wasn't the culmination of it, right? Because in reality, for us to have a touchdown, the black president would be the descendant of a slave.
Yeah, I was about to say, really, it's more like here we'll give y'all Obama. Y'all could have that.
Yeah,
that's what that was.
Because he ain't even ours.
Yeah,
he ain't even ours for real.
Y'all could have that.
Yes, because he's not ours,
That's
right?
What they were saying.
His American that got elected is white.
Yeah,
The black in him is African.
Yeah.
No descendant of slaves has ever been president.
Yeah.
Well, they say there's been 5 presidents who have had black in them, but you know,
I don't even know what that means.
But I'm saying, you know, yeah.
They say
So
Lincoln was one.
I don't even know what that means.
Yeah,
They say Lincoln was black.
Well, he got a DNA test and
I don't. They just say that he had black
in.
features.
Oh,
So
that's
he had
nuts.
black features.
Nah, that's nuts.
And he was tall for the time.
That's nuts.
Yeah,
that's nuts.
But that's the thing about
Anderson
like just bringing it
Varejao.
back to the music and all of that, right?
Pau Gasol.
Like that's the problem with the time. Like, and then the internet, man. Like I said, I always go to the internet. The internet ruins everything. You know what I mean? It ruins everything, right? Because on the internet,
I love
you
the
can
internet,
have anybody can say anything.
That's facts.
It's the best of both worlds, though.
Yeah.
Because the internet can also make you.
You shouldn't talk
from
about
being
crime.
in your house.
You shouldn't talk about crime on the internet, though.
No. What I'm saying is the best of both worlds. Because yes, it did do a point, make you, like you said, it did make people have a voice that shouldn't have a voice.
Yeah.
But it also gave people a voice who needed to find a way out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so now, but look, now, and this is the thing. Like, this is where, now for me, this is where the internet is horrible. All right, in the industry, they talk about, they call them gatekeepers, right? Gatekeepers are the people who control entrance into that next level, or in this case, information.
Yeah.
Right? If information was free, there would be no gatekeeper. If there was a free flow of information.
I think information is free, though.
It isn't, because it's monitored and it's controlled, right? Facebook controls what's on Facebook. Twitter controls what's on Twitter.
Yeah.
Instagram, they all control it, right? So if it's controlled,
the school controls the schools.
But there's usually somewhere you can, because everything's privatized. There's usually somewhere you can go to find what you need if you dig. You know what I'm saying, hard enough.
But see, that's the thing.
Because everybody's got a different motive.
But it's illegal to go to those places. Like, if you
where's it illegal to go?
No, I'm saying when I say that, I mean, like, if you try to get certain information, you can't get certain information. That's more or less what he's trying. Like, certain information you can't get.
I need an example of what, like in music wise, music industry.
No.
I'm saying I'm saying in the world, right? Like, or just speaking in
just
music,
the internet.
I think like government confidential information you can't get, but everything else, like skills, knowledge, general, not like. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. That's what you mean.
Hold on.
That's what
look, you got access to that, right?
Yeah, you can learn almost anything you want.
At the same time, you've got people who believe that there is a race of people who are created from reptiles.
Wait.
Yeah, that's the Mullet dude. That Mullet dude I was telling you about.
You got a group of people who believe that, women have sex with demons in their sleep and they get diseases.
But hold up, though.
Right?
Those people would believe that, though, whether the internet was there or not.
No,
because
they wouldn't have
that's
that
just
information.
A wild way to think.
But see, it wouldn't be able to be spread, right? And the thing is, the people who control that site allow information to come out there.
Yeah.
And they know it's not true.
Right.
Right? So they allow things on their sites that they know
that
aren't
are
true.
False. Yeah, absolutely.
Right? So
absolutely.
Why would they do that?
For clicks.
Yeah, right. Because no, you know why they do it? They do it for money.
Yeah, for money, for clicks. For
Right.
sure.
So they're doing it for money.
Yeah.
Not because and knowing, right, that boy, you know, that boy, that 17-year-old boy that shot those people did it because of the internet. He did it because on the internet and Tucker Carlson are on television, they're telling him
he did it because he was insane.
No,
the internet didn't make him do that. You know,
we
what I'm
not
saying?
gonna give the internet this.
He was that type of person to begin with.
No, he's not insane. He's not insane.
He's racist.
No,
there's a reason.
No, look,
there's a reason. And he's a. I don't know.
Look, he's not insane, and
he has to be.
Right now, hold on. The person he shot was white. He's a racist. He's a racist, right?
Yeah.
But he's not a racist he doesn't understand that he's a racist because he's programmed, right? Because the algorithms on Facebook know what you want and they know what you like and they give you only what you like, not what's true and what's false. They only give you what you like.
But you can sort through that though. You can filter that out.
How can you if you're not going to look at the other stuff?
No, you can though. You can think to yourself, "Oh, I know this is my personal stuff. Let me seek some knowledge outside of this because I know there's other knowledge outside of this."
There are people who believe that George Soros is controlling all of this stuff and for this master plan and all of that. Look, now the thing is,
I don't put anything past anybody.
People, yeah, like so, and they look like Dave Chappelle said it best. Like, yo, to call somebody crazy is dismissive. He's not crazy. That dude knew exactly what he was doing, and then what happened? He got there and got scared, and shot somebody. And then when he shot somebody,
But what I'm saying though is, would you do that? Would anybody? I don't think anybody in here would even cross their mind to take on any of those actions in that order. You know what I'm saying? Like that takes.
But that's what.
There's a reason that doesn't happen every day. Like that's something in your brain that I feel like you're born with that's gonna make you.
No, it's because we're not white, and we don't have a world to protect. The country's never been good for us.
Right.
We've been able to survive.
Right.
When they look at history, they look at their greatness,
and
the world is different. And they're being told every day that they're going to be extinct.
Yeah.
So it's fear, not insanity.
Yeah. But I don't think just anybody can kill a person. I don't think just anybody can shoot a person.
If you're scared enough,
anybody.
That's what I'm saying.
If you have a gun,
he was scared. He had a gun and he was scared. In his mind,
that's all you need.
Like you said, in his mind, he thought one way when it really wasn't that way. So all you got to do is get a 17-year-old scared. He was 17. They were grown men.
Put a gun in his hand and put him in that situation.
The people who should be in trouble is his parents because they let a 17-year-old cross state lines with an AR-15.
Facts.
Yes.
Yeah. Facts.
Yes.
Facts.
And they're scared because they believe. Look, y'all don't listen to Sean Hannity or Rush Limbaugh or any of that stuff, right?
Yeah. I do sometimes.
Oh yeah, I listen to it. You know why I listen to it? Because I want to know what other people think. And you know what they think, man? That the world is getting ready to end. They're telling them that Antifa and Black Lives Matter is going to come and take their house and take their yard. And then they show them every night and in rotation on the internet, video after video of buildings burning and these people walking down the street, and they show you these good white people trying to protect their house that people won't even trying to destroy.
I agree. I still think though the internet is just the tool. I don't think you can blame it. I think we gotta look at the people doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, I'm looking at the guys like
the internet's a gun. I know the gun doesn't kill people. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't. I think that the internet it's
a tool.
No, it's not the gun. The internet is the instruction, right? Like
the people write the
body and the gun. The body and the gun are there, right? And the programming comes. It would be easy for them to not put stuff on the internet that's not true.
Right.
That's easy.
Right.
Right. And you tell him, like, if you really believe, let's say that, you and Tyreek, you trust Tyreek.
It's easy for us. I won't say it's easy for them. Because
we
were just talking about 6ix9ine.
That's the thing.
Oh, yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
It's not easy for everybody.
But that's the thing. Like that's the thing too. But because we've already been through it, and because we've already seen it, because America has never been good for us, we don't see it as one thing. We see it as still trying to come up. They see it as losing something because they've already lost, and that's what they make that realization every time they go outside.
But if
they realize that they lost, and they feel like we're rubbing their face in it.
If us as black people, like I would say, even most black people, us being the ones that have been oppressed, the ones that have been down, most black people are not about to just go out guns in hand. Like we out here peaceful protesting.
Yes, that's
where I'm saying though that just any person, I don't care if you losing, I don't care, because we're losing worse than anybody. So it doesn't. They're losing something. We're losing more than that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
but you know what we don't have though.
What's that?
They killed all the people. They killed our leaders, right?
Yeah.
So the people who would have directed that energy into a fight, they killed them.
Right.
I was telling Tevin, like they did a Fred Hampton movie. I bet you that movie's going to get pushed back a little bit because you can't have that movie come out now,
right?
Yeah, right. Because you can't tell people a blueprint of to destruction. No,
that's bad.
Right.
Well, so, it's about the downfall of him I got the plant to put inside of the Black Panther. But to talk about the plant, you have to talk about what he was doing.
It'll make people go look at his speeches.
But I'm saying though, I'm worried to see are they only talking about just that aspect of the of him, like the days before he died, or this is the actual thing. I think homeboys who wrote it, I think that they're probably going to look into. Yeah, I think the core of the story is probably his downfall, but I think they're going to go a little bit back.
I think it can only be his downfall, right? Because he was only 21.
But like you said too, it makes people. But it also now what it does is makes you look him up. So if you don't know who Fred Hampton is, you're gonna look him up, and then if you look him up, you'll find out about what's homeboy Huey Newton. And
you don't want to hear his speech. Fred Hampton was saying some stuff. Yeah. Imagine this. Like, I got a question for y'all. Okay, somebody had asked me this question. A friend of mine asked me this question, and when I answered it, I was like, "Dang, I felt like a fool." Okay,
real quick, my fault. Last one too, because we had like 2 hours, and I gotta eat.
Oh, okay.
So last one, and then everybody make their final points, and then we got wrap.
Told you, nigga, what I said.
We good. Question. This was great. This was good.
All right, question. You go in a room, right? And you can only take 100 pounds. There's gold, and then there's money, paper money. $100 bills. You get 100. You carry all you can carry. You can only take out what you can carry.
100.
What do you grab?
Can I ask how much 100 pounds of gold is, like square feet? Like I need a visual.
All right, a gold bar I think is 20 pounds.
How much is one gold bar worth?
I think like 20. There you go.
That's the question.
Gold. The price of gold.
I need to know which is more.
The price of gold is up.
I said gold, right? But it's not.
I think money, because gold isn't worth anything.
Well, I forgot.
Gold is only valued what we've. I mean, so is money, but money, I think.
But but look at this. That's the thing, right? I'm thinking gold because of gold is going to be worth more than that, right?
Yeah.
But $100 bill doesn't pay anything, and 50 pounds of hundreds. I think 50 pounds of hundreds out to like $3 million, and then gold was $1 million.
Yeah. I think it depends. So I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna go probably deeper than we thought, but I think it depends on what you want it for. You know what I'm saying? Like if you just try to be rich. You're touching on where I'm trying to go, what it is, what it means to you. Yeah, because if you want gold, if you want something that's gonna be always reliable, that you're never gonna be broke. Like I have gold, unless the world ends, it's always gonna be worth something. You're gonna take the gold, but if you want you want cash, I guess you want to be rich now. You're gonna take the cash.
But the value, the value, and the thing is, neither of them are real. Those values are placed. They're just created by people.
Both of them. But gold is historically.
I mean, it's gold. It's gold, but like
gold has a better history.
Yeah, but if you're on a desert island, would you want 100 pounds of gold or 100 pounds of food?
Well, no, that's a
You know what I
that's a
mean?
different question. Though.
Yeah, no, that's what
Oh, you
no,
taking the
yeah,
food then
no,
for sure.
that's what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
It's all like none of that stuff is right.
Yeah.
The reality, it's only real because we made it real, right?
Yeah.
We gave this paper value,
Yeah.
because that's what we gave. We gave this gold value. Why is gold more valuable than motherfucking onyx or quartz?
No
You
reason.
know what I'm saying? Because what do is it based on what you use it for?
I was gonna say, I will say though, gold, just gold. I think I don't know if it's a special type of gold, but gold is good for like electronics and stuff like that. So gold does have more use than actual
gold
money.
is used in
Gold
a
will
lot
actually
of
be
things,
useful.
electronics,
Yeah.
like, you're right.
Money is like useless, like literally.
Yeah.
So I might take the gold.
I mean, it's like,
I don't know.
Yeah, like it's tough. It's tough, right?
I might
It's
take the
tough,
gold.
right? So it's just like the thing is like perception. Just tying all of this in, it just ties it into just its perception and what each of what these things, what value is attached to it.
Facts.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
That's real.
Even with the music, right? So, like you were saying, you had made a point earlier that, like, with Reasonable Doubt, because I was riding down the highway going to buy crack, listening to Reasonable Doubt about buying and selling crack. Yeah, it has value to me because I was there.
It hit different, like.
And I ain't never cooked dope in a crock pot.
Yeah. Nah, that's
so
funny.
Mine is better, Tyreek, Kevin.
That's funny. Final point, Reek? Never?
My final point?
Final point on whatever, just whatever you want to say before we get up out of here.
Christianity, Judaism.
Stop it. No, we're not doing that right now. No, we're not doing it. That's next episode. Sneak peek for episode 3. You feel me? Sneak peek for episode 3. But nah, I appreciate y'all. This was fire.
Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, nah, this was great.
Always.
This was great. I think this was definitely a step up from the first episode too. That was a learning curve. That was a learning process, but we getting there.
You know?
Yeah.
But nah, anything y'all want to say to the people?
Listen to this. You'll learn something.
Facts. Reek.
Everybody is one.
Tevin. Archie.
Yeah, my final point. I'm telling you, that's my final
say
point.
anything else you want to say. Like you want to. You want people to follow. You want somebody to follow you on Instagram. You want some
clout? I'm not saying anymore.
I'm gonna piggyback.
You want to shout out a shampoo company?
A shampoo company.
Reek look like he would have a shampoo endorsement.
He's Palomalu.
Archie, you want to shout out your PSN name?
I'm gonna shout out
handle everywhere, man.
There we go.
All right,
download
man.
his music.
Yeah, download ATG Supreme music and get him lit.
Definitely.
He gonna be the song on the intro and the outro too. So if you fuck with that song, that's him. But all right, man, we out.
Bitch, I know the way. Follow me, my wisdom deeper than the cord. I heard living like I came up on the millie, so they clocking my steps. Can't get shit, you fucking Fitbit niggas is whack. You hear that click, click, get your wig split in the back. You lost your rabbit ass mind, now you stuck in the hat. This shit a turtle race, I hit a vertebrae and up the murder rate. Murder what she wrote, I'm drawing doodles on a verbal slate. I heard him say, if you can't beat him, you best join. Slinging bullets, bitch, if you can't eat him, you best point. Leave his body in a river, better spot him, eat his liver when the Siamese twins